everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
You're a turd.
how's everybody doing?
How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm great. Brooklyn girl, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Thank you,
feeling
Wendy.
down?
Hi,
I'm like,
Shauna.
we're so happy. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So happy to be here tonight with you to talk about Sister Wives. I can't wait to get
Thanks.
into this juicy show. Let's say hi to everybody before we start, yeah? Okay. Hi, Little Shoe. Hi, Patty Sasser. Hey, Jay Freak. Hey, Mia Clark. Hey, Wicked. Hey, Simply Sophie. Hey, Teresa Cook. Hey, Barbie. Hi, Susie Q. Hi, Christina B. Hi, Wendy H.
I'm
Hey,
trying to scroll
Shanae.
to where you are.
Got her name right. Hey, Shanae.
Hey, Shauna, Barbie.
If you didn't catch our
Joy.
last live about Shannon a few hours ago, it was super fantastic, but it's on private right now. So it'll be up there when YouTube deems it fit. Let's see who else is here. Hey, Shayna. 58 JoJo, Susie Bella, not my real name B. Oh, hibbity bibbity, you're back. She's from across the pond, so she's working overtime, just like Sophie right now.
Yes.
Flower Child, hello. Cousin Joe, Bougie, Brooklyn, Tony, and Boss Key.
Nikita. Hey, Quirky.
Quirky Carlotta. I like that name.
Ruth Ann.
Ruth, and we're good. Okay, so Sister Wives. I thought it was a good episode.
It was
It
good.
was.
And we're getting into it. My note taking was not great because as soon as we ended the Shannon live, which was amazing.
It was really
It was a really, really good live. And thank you for everybody being in that Shannon live because I usually don't do specifically Bravo lives because I know where my audience is. But we had a good little group tonight. And you know what? You can't see it. So there it is.
Tease us, why don't you?
So I'm gonna start the countdown and then we'll get into it.
Okay.
Is everybody
Sounds
ready?
great.
All ready.
Teeny, teeny, tiny shots. You give
Stephanie, where have you been?
teeny, teeny, tiny shots. You give
Miss you,
Okay,
girl.
there she is.
That one on.
He is. He's fabulous. And he's on the inside scoop.
Pull that one on.
And he's on the inside scoop.
Okay, so Sister Wives. So it starts out with Janelle in her is it a one bedroom apartment that she had that place?
I think so.
I think Shannon.
It's very small.
I
It's
think
very,
that
very
Janelle's
small.
apartment is smaller than my house.
Mhm.
It looks really small.
And
It's
I
very
feel
small.
you, Janelle. Okay, girl. I know what it's like to live in a 500 square foot shoebox because that's where we live. Okay, so
Yeah. I've lived in tiny as well. I get you, girl.
and you can see my house is cluttered. I don't want to say cluttered, but there's a lot going on. It's busy. I don't know what's worse, cluttered or busy. Which one's worse?
Exactly.
Cluttered is definitely worse.
Yeah.
My house is busy.
But
But
she shouldn't have to live in something that size. I mean, she has one of the top-rated network, cable network TV shows. It's ridiculous. That's the point. She's a 50-something-year-old woman living in a shoebox, and she's made a ton of money in her life. It's horrible.
well, no, Cody's made
Nothing to show for it.
in his life,
Exactly.
and let's not forget. Originally, the only person getting rid of Sister Wives was Cody. Like he was like getting the money and it was being dispersed allegedly.
Well,
But-
none of it was dispersed her way.
Well, you know, and that's why I think Janelle said last week, like, you know, I'm 50 years old. I have nothing to show for anything.
Like, how did I let this happen?
You know, Christine had the house and she got away with the house money, right?
Absolutely.
When she left, you know, which we'll get into, Robin with her house, and Mary. I still don't understand where Mary lives, but we'll get into that in a second.
Mary lives in her car.
Mary lives in the knot in Boo Radley's tree. So Janelle saying that she hasn't spoken to Cody since the fight, and you know, Savannah's birthday was like in December, early December, and
Savannah hadn't heard from Cody, you know, Christmas time.
Since
And we're
the
in
beginning of
mid-January.
December.
Finally. 4 episodes
Horrible.
in and we're in January.
That is disgusting.
And Janelle feels that she's like, you know what? And I love Janelle, but she's like, you know what this place needs? More furniture.
Yeah, I thought that was just a reason to get Christine there. I don't know.
I had a beanbag chair before we ordered a new couch when we moved, and we had a beanbag chair that I had to sit in. And let me just tell you, old girl did not like her beanbag chair. Like I had to fluff it up and
Oh, you got to constantly fill it. It's a pain in the neck.
yeah. So I as soon as our couch came, I sold it. I'm like, there you go, just take it.
I just couldn't with Janelle saying, like, you know what? We need more furniture in this house.
Yeah,
Like,
right. That's the
Gracie
last thing
loved
she needs
it.
to walk.
And when that thing expands, it's about 6 foot. I mean, it's
Oh,
big.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
and
So
that you've seen Janelle's kitchen, like that is tight.
Your kitchen
and
might
the
be
rest of
bigger.
our house is tight. So I don't know. I guess, you know, let's make things easier by getting a 6 foot beanbag chair in like the middle of.
Well, you know, she took
The
down her
living
Christmas
room.
tree, so she had room.
She's replacing the Christmas tree at this point.
And again, I love Janelle, but like I have to, you know, come on. Was nobody else thinking that? Like, oh, Janelle, do you need more furniture in that house? Like, come on. So, Chris, you know, hey, Christine, can you give me some advice about beanbag chairs? And Christine's like, oh, I have them, and I'll bring them right over to you from Salt Lake
Be
City.
right
Like, you know,
there.
hours
Because they
away.
suck.
Oh, thank you, Wendy.
Okay, so Christine comes over, and then Christine says to Janelle, "Hey, girl, like you know, I live in this townhouse, and you know, your whole house can fit in my living room.
She's really stressing it to her, too, by the way.
And by the way, girl, like my duplex neighbor just moved out, so how about you take over like the other side of the house, and we could be like sister wives again."
Oh, she would have loved to have get her
Yeah.
down there. She would have loved that.
Honestly, and I do agree with Janelle that if Savannah wasn't in school, she would have considered it. But all of her other children are still in Flagstaff.
Right.
Janelle's?
Yeah. Gabe?
No,
They're all split up.
Hunter is like in Vegas.
No, I thought Hunter was like on East Coast.
No, I'm sorry. Logan is in Vegas. Logan's in Vegas. Hunter is, maybe East Coast. Then you have like, you know, Gabe and Garrison, Savannah, and who am I
But she
missing?
doesn't have any
and
there,
Matt, and
John, just
Maddie's
her.
in North Carolina.
Right.
So
I have a question.
Cody has a question, guys.
So who lives with Christine?
Thank you, not my real name.
It's
Truly.
Just truly.
Truly.
Yeah.
But that's a big townhouse. So why
Good for
doesn't
Christine.
Why
Good
doesn't
for her.
Janelle just move in?
Oh no,
with
that
Christine?
Yeah, I think there used
I
to
don't
be
know about that.
autonomous.
No. That's two bosom buddies even for them. She wants to have like that
Next
the
door.
place next door. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just asking because they all shared a house before anyway. So
Yeah, but Christine didn't like sharing the house. That was never for her.
And snaps to Sophie for her lighting. There you go.
Yes. I changed things
Oh, is
around
that your
in
big
here.
kitty?
What's that?
Say hi.
Oh,
Cat.
I got cat distracted.
Squirrel.
We got a fat cat.
We got a fat cat in the house. Oh, look at that fatty. Oh. Oh.
Well, they've already seen Hope.
He, she is bigger than my dog.
Oh, I wish Hope would let me hold him like that.
Yeah,
I'm the only one that can hold him like this.
Hope will last in your arms for like 2 seconds, and then he's like, I'm out.
That's funny.
Okay.
Thank you,
Oh, here
Wendy.
comes Cody. Hold on.
Here comes Cody.
Hold on.
Us and our obese kitties.
Oh yeah,
Oh, Hope.
that's a big old boy.
He's
Now I
a
got
big
hair in
boy.
my face.
I'm surprised he's letting us do
I
this.
cannot
This long.
believe he's like he's
He's
being
a
held.
big
Oh, there he
Yep,
goes.
he's
Oh,
done.
oh, he's over.
Okay, I'm done. Deuces.
He's a biggie. He's like, I'm going back to bed, y'all.
Like leave
We're
me
interrupting
alone.
him right now.
Where's my snack?
Okay, so so you blah blah blah. You know, and Janelle was saying I would do it if Savannah was in school, which you just said. Then you know, we have this part where Cody's saying like that he can't call us kids.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the mental capacity
What a
to
great dad.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're just a piece of crap
He's a
of a
horror.
father.
He's a horror.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, man
can't stand
up
him.
and be a dad.
And he's like, you know, the phone works both ways.
Yeah, but
And
it's
like
your
I have an
kid.
issue with that.
It's
for
your
me.
child.
Your kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dad should be calling his.
It is your kid.
That is a minor.
You
I
made them.
mean,
Yeah, I think any father in this world who chooses to walk away from his children is just a piece of shit.
Horrible.
Thanks, Wicked. This live will never be monetized now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll say poo poo from now on.
You want to put out your birthday?
Say the
again?
brown word. Why don't you put your birthday in the chat, Wicked?
Oh, my little Wicked. Wicked, I'm glad you did it before me because I was going to say it in 2 seconds, Wicked.
All right.
2
So
seconds.
And you can tell Christine is just so over this whole Cody Brown. She is literally just
She's angry.
she is very angry.
She's got a lot of anger.
And I think she has a right to be. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
listen.
because he's treating her like he's moving, I guess, the way he was treating Christine and her family. Now he's moving that on to Janelle because
thank you,
Janelle even says to herself, you know, like, I let a lot of stuff slide
Oh, Wendy.
Yeah.
and I shouldn't have.
Oh, hey, Wendy.
Hi, my Wendy.
So like, you know, Christine is like really like, you know, come on, leave him. And then Christine's like, how do you feel, Savannah, about like this? And Savannah's like, yeah, I'm pissed. He's my dad. And like, you know, imagine like I can imagine it. And like, I don't want to get into my own family stuff, but like, you know, not a phone call, not a gift, nothing. And like, what did Savannah do to Cody? 0.00.
Horrible.
Exactly.
just because you
And-
feel a certain way about her mother does not give you the right to treat her the way you're treating her.
You know,
And
and Cody's rules, like, you know, once you're 18, you're on your own.
You're done.
But-
He's done with
Unless you're
you.
Robin's children.
except
Unless you're
Robin's
Robin's
children.
Yeah.
And I guess except Savannah, because Savannah is still a minor, but that doesn't matter.
You know,
Like,
and it's the thing that got me upset with Cody. He was like, well, you know, I'll get her Christmas presents to her. They're going to be late. Hello, we're in the middle of January. What part of that do you think
But
she
don't
did?
you
to
think
figure out?
But don't you think he also said that so sly and nasty? Like,
He did.
yeah, she'll get her presents eventually. Like, don't bother. You're her father.
And he
I mean,
shrugged his
you're
shoulders.
talking about-
meanwhile, Robin had 2 sets of gifts for everybody. Like, you know,
Yeah.
when Isabel and McKelty and they all came over.
She'd put some behind so that they wouldn't
And
have.
even for her own kids, she's like, well, when the other kids come over, I want my kids to still feel like it's Christmas.
Wow.
Well, shouldn't all the kids feel like it's Christmas?
I can't.
I mean,
Horrible.
you know, they've got cash apps. Like cash app your kids $100 or $50.
Yeah, I said that
$100
before.
bucks.
Merry
What's-
Christmas.
That's for
100%.
Robin. $100. What are you talking about? Give those kids $100.
Well, you know, he had to buy those dirt bikes. But then I did feel sad for Mary because
Thank
you
you.
know,
Thank you. Not my real
Thank
name.
you.
thank
Honey,
you.
Or
Thank you
Wicked's
so
mistakes.
much.
Thank you so
Hi,
much.
Patricia
I
with the
appreciate
C.
it.
You know, and Mary was genuinely hurt because, you know, Robin's like, oh yeah, McKelty and Isabel and Truly came over. And she was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, and I just,
Well, Mary didn't even get.
And Christine made it like, or Janelle, I don't who made a good point. Like, you know, they gave them gifts, right? Like they
Right.
gave them gifts. So why couldn't they send? Oh, by the way, since Savannah isn't here, can you please bring this gift back to Savannah?
right.
Like, not that it should be the kids' responsibility to send a
But
father's
no.
gift to them, but still,
Right.
like,
could
you know.
mail it. Why can't you mail it?
Or
then?
you know what, Cody Brown, go on Amazon, buy something for Savannah, and ship it to her fucking house. Oh shit.
There you go.
Oh, there I go again twice. I got.
Well, you know what, Yates? You done ruined that
Oh, well, fuck me. That's it. Sorry.
I at least said poo poo.
one. True story.
But I just, you know, it, and I thought, you know, McKelty's, definitely trying to maintain the peace as far as she doesn't want to pick out sides. Aw, did you see that Brooklyn girl?
No,
Tony
Ann, we
Ann,
have- we have a-
$10 for Brooklyn girl
we
to
have a
show her
your
face.
face request from Tony
You know
Ann
what,
right
Mike?
there.
Oh,
Tony, and
Tony,
see what's
we
happening
love
to my
you.
light? It broke. That's why I'm trying. Let me see if I can. Hold on.
We gotta show your face. Show your face from Tony Ann right there.
We love you, Tony.
Okay.
Ann.
I'm gonna
There
leave
you
it on this one.
Okay.
Good, Tony Ann.
Looking beautiful.
There we go. Oh, look, we're all on screen together now. There we are.
If it
I'm
shuts
trying to
off
not be on
again,
camera
if it
because
shuts
I look
off,
like
it shuts off.
the brawny man, and
like I
I
should
need
change my
I need a
lighting.
serious haircut, and
No.
there's just too much going on.
just do
And
that.
my
You see,
beard's
my
a little-
light is not working. I can't get it to work.
It's okay.
So I'm a little dark. Sorry.
It's all right.
She looks good.
I think Christine has legitimately PTSD from just
She's got
Cody and the
so
breakup.
much anger. She's got anger in her. You know what? I don't blame her. Listen, the more they talk, the more I realize what a piece of Cody Yates is. And I used
Cody
to
Yates?
Cody Brown.
Cody.
What are you talking?
Oh my god.
Okay, you know
Oh
what?
my god.
Now you are. You are
My god.
cut off.
I'm the favorite
That's it.
now.
That's it, Brooklyn. I
It
am
was-
not going to
listen,
dinner with
you
you
guys have to
anymore.
know-
Let me thank you, Brooklyn, because everyone's going to clip that, and we are fucked right
He
now.
always has to
So
go there.
thank
It
you
was a
for
slip
that.
of the tongue.
Thank you. A slip. Thank you for that. I
Wow.
can't wait.
Yeah, no.
I
No
cannot-
more seafood salad. No more.
I-
roasted rum,
I
no more
wow.
No,
Wow.
no more. It's all done.
That clip will be broadcasted on 9 different YouTube channels, probably
And
right now as
probably
we speak.
TMZ.
So there we are. Oh God, Jesus
Oh my
Christ!
God, that's
Lord help me.
hysterical.
Cody, I love you. I'm sorry.
Thank you, not my
Which
real
I mean, we're
name.
talking
Because
about
clearly
Cody.
it's not me.
The only Cody in my life is Cody. So when we talk about Cody's, I got confused for a second.
Oh,
Very innocent, not that big of a deal. I'm sorry.
you know damn well that's going to be broadcasted on
Well,
every
if
hate
it is,
channel.
then
And like,
if it is, then it is because it was a slip of a tongue.
It's okay, girl, because you know what? I still love you. I know what you mean. So it means no harm to me.
oh
It's no worse than putting your, date of birth.
no, it's
I
worse than
think
that,
it is
Wicked.
worse.
It's worse than that.
No, it's all good.
Wicked, I think you have a
It's all
migraine.
good.
I don't think you're thinking
Listen,
clearly.
no, it's all in fun. It's
I
all-
gotta go now.
I think you must have a headache, Wicked, because
It's all
that's not making sense.
It's all good.
Oh my gosh.
I know what she meant. I know.
You know, John,
Oh.
I did have to laugh when in the next scene, Mary shoveling the driveway because I started giggling and my mom was like, "What?" And I was like, John always says they keep Mary around to shovel the driveway, and here
Yeah,
she
and
is
no
shoveling
joke,
the
it's like-
driveway.
At my the top of my Twitter page, like this is from like October, it's almost a year old, this tweet, which is my favorite tweet ever. 10/30/22. Mary, people ask me why I stick around. Robin, don't leave, Mary. We need someone to shovel the driveway. Like
I
call
did. I
me
was like,
a prophet.
I just
I don't
started
know.
laughing. But like, were they outside at Mary's house or were they outside at Robin's house?
Doesn't
Because
matter.
again, they're not allowed to go
Robin's
inside.
house, I'm pretty sure.
Doesn't matter.
I guess they had a
house is outside
ceasefire at Christmas because, you know, they don't want to drag the kids outside in the cold. But, you know, they had a toddler there.
Even though they, film half the show outside in the cold
Right.
around that
Well,
fireplace.
I think last week someone got like a photo of Robin's closet and it was filthy, so they posted it on Facebook. They were like, "What does Robin do all day? Our house is a mess."
Wow.
Nothing.
Not
Yeah,
much.
it's-
Nothing. That's the answer.
Well, that's why she needs the nanny because she's clearly not cleaning.
Hmm
Really?
Susie, who sits outside in the winter? Robin and Mary.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if I were Mary, I'd be like, "Can you come over to my house? Because we can film inside."
You can go
not-
inside my house.
They will
Be
not,
warm.
for whatever reason, film inside. They will not do it. I don't understand. How are you still getting paid?
Yeah, I
It's so
just
strange.
So
and then Robin says she's confused. You know, how did they make it work all this time, but it's not working now?
Because
Yes,
they have 0 F's to give.
You
Right.
okay, John? What's happening?
so
Oh,
We're
please
all a little
share.
lost. Yeah.
Arias. Y'all take on without.
Okay, where were we?
Robin says she's confused. You know, when she came into the family, the thing that attracted her to the family was this big family unit and making it work. And now she can't figure out how her family imploded. And she doesn't look at herself to say, maybe it was me coming into the
Right.
family. You know,
Right.
Or Cody wanting to spend 90% of his time at my house. Or everybody could cut the sexual
No,
attraction
Sheila.
with a
I
knife.
wish it was. I wish I could blame this on weed. I cannot. So no. Keep
Any
going.
of those things.
okay. And then Janelle says, you know, she realizes she deserves more. You know, she's still technically married. She still has this deep devotion to her religion and to her faith. And she's not sure that she wants to go back to Cody the way it was, but she also likes being single and
Yeah.
alone, if you will.
Well, to be honest, if I had to go home to somebody like him, I wouldn't want to do it either.
I'd rather
Yeah.
be alone then. Just saying.
Because I mean, like, how much has he been around since COVID besides the occasional
I mean, he
stopping
doesn't
by
talk to his
and
daughter for 2 months.
None.
Like, what are they really missing? Not
know,
much.
No, not at all. It's like since the beginning of 2020, their relationship has been non-existent.
Like, why
So
is
she's
she?
gone, what, 3 years pretty much single,
Yeah. I mean,
but not.
Don't need him now.
Yeah.
And I realize that
Exactly.
when women get to a certain age and, it's less about the physical relationship with your husband because, you're growing old together and all that other good stuff. But she still really doesn't seem bothered by it. And this is where she was like, this is where I let a lot of stuff slide and I wouldn't let it slide anymore. I do need to speak up for myself.
Yeah.
And Janelle just doesn't seem to me like a very confrontational person.
I think when she has something to say, she gets her point across.
Yes.
Hi, Sly. Hi. And they don't know what WTF. She ruined the family. Plus, Christine was always jealous.
Yeah.
I agree, Sly.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Well, I think Christine had a lot to be jealous of. She kept popping
And
out.
I also agree with that too. Yeah.
She kept popping out these kids, and he did an experiment where he gave her a full month. Did you hear that? That's narcissism
Yeah.
at its best.
That was
Mhm.
just, because
You made your wife an experiment.
Mary's like, oh, I did this. Let me let you in on this little secret. For a month, I tracked his time, not where like he was with the other people or where he was, but he had only
When he
spent
was
less
there.
than a
Yeah.
third of the time with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone seems to remember this month,
Yeah.
Like it was some big thing.
and then it goes back to, as usual. But, I think it was when he got to Las Vegas and they were living pretty far apart and, very similar to the situation that they are in now.
Mm-hmm.
And, Cody still wants to say, oh, we always had problems. Our marriage was always crap. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay Freak.
Thank you, Jay Freak.
Thank you, Jay Freak. That's so nice of you.
And
Robin only needs to look in the mirror to see who's responsible for the family falling apart. Exactly, Jay Freak. Exactly.
And I
I mean,
think
I don't know if she like did it on purpose, Jay Freak. I don't know that. Like, I feel like I'll defend her in saying I don't think she set out to break up the family, but I think she did either way.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think probably I noticed the shift when she became pregnant with Solomon. Like, because he really was, he was at the hospital when Truly had her issue with, I think it was her kidneys or what have you.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was little. He's good with them when they're little. When they're
Yeah.
little, it's not the problem, Wicked. It's when they're bigger that's the problem.
Right. It's, once they're self-serving and can start developing their own opinions and they don't need him as much, he's like, okay,
That's the problem.
I don't need to be, this father anymore. And guess what? You're a father until the day you die.
Right.
And then guess what? You're still their father until they die.
He just
Right.
he acts like he doesn't feel it. He just doesn't feel it to engage with his children. Well, you don't have to feel it. You have to do it. They're your kids.
Right.
Right.
What
And,
crap.
and he, for the last several seasons, oh, I'm the patriarch of this family. I'm the patriarch. I'm the patriarch. Okay, then act
Do
like a
it.
patriarch.
If that's what you want to be, do it.
And
Certainly
it
not
just,
acting like it.
so then Robin coincidentally had this same little assignment. And guess what? He'd only spent a third of the time. So why is it a third and not a fourth?
Right. Right. Which that happened to be the same month that he spent 90% of the time with Christine too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he was used to spending more than half of the time with her.
yeah,
And it just, and
I agree, Teresa. Yeah.
when Christine said when they were in therapy, she was very direct. And, for her to say, she was direct about the favoritism. I want a husband who loves me equally. I want a husband who treats me equally. I want a husband who wants to spend time with me and not spend time with favorites. And guess what? Had Robin extended a friendship, I would have probably turned her down because I don't trust the girl.
At least she's honest, right? Though, I mean,
Yeah.
isn't, at least she's being honest and saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have had a relationship with her like that. She's not her cup of tea. Bottom line.
And
I
do
have a
think-
question.
Sure.
Were you guys surprised when Janelle said that she would do polygamy again?
No.
Absolutely. I was. It didn't work
Yeah.
out the first time. It failed miserably. You put 30.
Yeah.
How about this? You put 30 years of your life into it. You had 6 children in it, and you're broke, and you're 50, and you're
Broken alone.
like,
Because
what good came out of it other than Christine and your relationship with her?
And the children that she had.
right. I
Right,
think
but that could have happened with any man, not just being in a
Right.
polygamy.
This is
you know.
true.
I just think she goes back to the old days when you're muted.
Mr. Yates, you're muted.
What's Janelle gonna do right now for polygamy? So she's gonna be a 50-year-old wife who's still like cool with it, and then join to another marriage where she's like, fourth, fifth, sixth wife and get treated even shittier.
Right, but
Like, what is Janelle's like game plan?
I don't
Like,
know.
if she wants to go back into like the situation. She can't bear children anymore.
No.
So like why would she want to put herself back in the same awful situation? She was there when she was like a 20-year-old and popped out 6 kids, but now she can't pop out kids. So really, in the grand scheme of things, if Janelle wanted to go back to polygamy, she would be like a mammy. And that's that.
But
Yes.
she answered that question like that, and I was shocked. But also, Janelle really doesn't like want someone there all the time. She would be happy being like a 5th wife. She just wants she likes doing her own thing.
She just likes the companionship, I
And
think.
be
But-
single.
Yeah. Listen, I get
I mean, if you're a 5th wife, you're pretty much single as it is. She
Pretty
was
much.
single as one of Cody's 4 wives as it was. So
Right.
why does Janelle have to like be a part of like another weird family
don't know.
polygamy sect? It makes
I don't get it.
But
Yeah, I've
she's
been
been
surprised
in
that
this
either.
family unit for so long that I think she's probably afraid to go out into the world and date
Probably.
and have that one-on-one because she's used to not having all this time. So that's why it didn't surprise me when she said she wouldn't necessarily rule out polygamy.
And listen, she's going into another relationship, hopefully, eventually, but she doesn't have a lot of money. She has 6 kids. She has grandchildren. She's most likely insecure about herself. She's got her own issues. It's not easy to go out there in the world as you get older.
Janelle is upset because she cannot believe that when she's 50, she has no finances, no assets, no
Yay.
nothing.
Oh, I hope you feel
And
better.
after like being the mother to Cody's 6 kids and has not a fucking dime to show for anything
Right.
that she's done. But okay, Janelle, sure. Maybe some other family that'll take you in as a 15th wife. Well, maybe you'll feel better about it. Like,
Oh,
I'm
you see,
sorry.
when-
I don't believe any of that. I don't.
When she says in her religion, she must be sealed to a man to
Oh, fuck the religion. Fuck it.
she
Christine
says that she is
Christine comes from like polygamy royalty, Christine's bloodline. Okay. And Christine had no problem leaving Cody and being like, I gotta fucking leave. And that's that. But Janelle, who didn't grow up in polygamy, sorry. And came into like Janelle and her family grew up regular. We're not polygamous, we're monogamous, and they found their way to like this weird Cody Brown, not Cody Yates Brooklyn, Cody Brown where not only did Janelle sign up to be Cody's, second wife, but then Janelle's mother was like, hey, okay, sure, why not? And married Cody's father.
Did it too. Right.
So sorry, not sorry. Where are we?
Did it too.
And then Janelle brings up the rental where Robin didn't necessarily want to buy the house, but her rental was sold and the housing market wasn't favorable for renting. And so she was basically left with no other choice to buy this house. But I do think Janelle and Robin were of similar thinking when it came to the property. Like, the more we invest in this house, the less we have to get this property
Right.
up and running.
No, Janelle didn't want Robin to get the house.
Right. She's saying because that they knew that the land contract was coming due. But Cody was like, okay, we can't find a rental, so we have to buy the house. And because it was Robin, they had the money in the family account. But when it came to
Anything else, the money
right,
wasn't there.
when it came to Janelle, she's
Right,
living
like,
in
where was
a
her money?
shoebox apartment with a 6-foot beanbag chair that she doesn't have room for.
So yeah.
And then Robin talks about, unless they have deal breakers, she doesn't see any reason that something can't be worked out. But the deal breakers for the other wives were that they were treated equally and that he spends time with them.
And
then
that's
Mary
not
had a
happened
secret because
in
Mary
years.
was like cataloging every second that Cody spent with every other wife. And
Right.
Mary found that, Cody was barely with her. And then Robin's like, I have the same secret.
Right.
Like, I was
They all
cataloging too. And there was 1 month when Cody spent like a whole month at Christine's house. And Christine's
And
like,
they
yeah, he
timed
spent 1 month at my house. 1
How
month.
sick is that they were timing it as an experiment?
And then Cody's like, yeah, it was calculated on my part. Yeah, I wanted to
Sure,
see
man.
if this was going to be enough for her, and it wasn't.
The fucking winner that Cody is. Yeah.
Right.
He always just fucking doing shit.
But, it just, Christine, everyone's deal breaker was the favoritism and the time. And then this is where, like, Robin starts boohooing and crying, and I don't know what she was crying about.
Something. I think that she got ketchup on her Frankfurter instead of mustard. So that's why Robin was crying. I think that Robin went to Burger King and she got a Whopper and she asked for no mayo, but then mayo
Not the
came on
mayo.
it. She got some mayo on it, and Robin was crying about that too.
Stop it, Robin.
I think that Robin is just so sad all the goddamn fucking time that she, whether it's a Frankfurter, a Whopper, or a house, Robin's upset because Robin, guys, has no control over anything. She's the one. Robin is the real victim here. If you've been watching the show since day one, everybody feel bad for fucking Robin because she is the worst. She's the worst. Feel bad for her. She hoodwinked Mary out of divorcing Cody so she could be number one wife. But that wasn't staged. That wasn't planned. Robin has no MO. Robin's just a great woman who just wants the best for her family.
Family broke, and now she has everything that the other 3 wives worked for.
And then the part about when they were talking about Christmas, before Robin came along in Wyoming, when Cody gave Christine 35 gifts and Mary had 0.00 gifts.
That.
Yeah.
That's actually a precursor to what he does now.
That shows you how Cody favors the new wife.
He's always done it. He's always.
So Christine gets 35 gifts, gift after gift after gift after gift. And then when it comes around to Mary, Janelle has to run in the back and find a hoodie, an unwrapped hoodie. Oh, here you go.
Just throws it at her.
Here you go, Janelle. Here you go, Mary. Here's your gift.
I thought you had a gift card. Oh, that was from me, not from you.
And how can Robin say that now they're telling me there's all these problems, but when I came into the family, they were pretty much perfect? This has been going back since day one. Like
There
first off,
was
you
never
know-
anything perfect.
Could you
You know,
imagine?
and Robin's just like,
way
how could I have
before-
missed, you know, how could this family not be the family that I fell in love with? Oh, my eyeballs itching.
Oh god.
They were just busy raising kids.
Right.
So
And now,
everybody was busy. Everybody had a job. They made everyday life work. It doesn't mean they were happy doing it.
Right.
but they also put forth the effort. And as we all know, Cody is not putting forth any effort.
But like that, like instance, like with the gift with Christine, like when they were still in Wyoming, was way before this was ever filmed. Like, you know, way before they
Right.
ever moved
Right,
back to
exactly.
Utah. And you could see Cody being like, you know, showing favorites. Like, you know, Christine was the new wife at that time.
It's like he showers the love and attention with the new wife, and then he just puts the others on the back burner. And
Because the new wife is the shiny toy that he gets to play with.
Sometimes
And
I
could you
wonder,
imagine like being Mary and like in that situation and like, you know, seeing like Christine get 35 gifts and,
I know.
you know, I'm sure Janelle got some gifts and like Mary sits there, the first wife, and gets nothing.
I can't.
yeah,
And you wonder why Mary ran to an overweight lesbian
That's what I
named
said.
Jackie in
Absolutely.
Oklahoma.
But
Agreed.
But sometimes I also really wonder if he ever was in love with Christine. Like, I don't think he was.
No, he was. He was in love with Christine.
The
He
way
was.
she ate made him nauseous. She was overweight. Like, he made
He
the
was in
worst
love with Christine. I'm telling you, he
Or was
loved
he in
Yeah.
love with the fact that Christine's family was royalty? Like, which one?
Good point.
Probably both.
yeah. But in the earlier
Cody loves
episodes,
himself the most.
yeah, in the earlier episodes, you can see how much like he was just fawning over Christine. And then, of course, Robin then enters the picture and she's like an outsider. And, you know, Robin, you know, is sucking all the life out of Cody.
Right, but there's ebbs and flows in marriage, right? So, like, my husband and I are together 25 years, right? So we're married 19. You go through phases where things are not good.
Right.
You have months and years where things are great and you're so happy. And you go through months where like nothing you could do is right and you can't even talk to each other. And I have to tell you, if my husband and I are on a downward month and him and I are not getting along well and I'm not feeling the love and he's not feeling the love, can you imagine somebody new coming in instead of us fixing it? Just him
Right.
going like the new person? Can't imagine that.
Yeah, that's true. And Cody was driving 8 hours away to sleep on Robin's couch as if
Right,
we
but
believed
imagine how
that.
Christine felt.
Yeah.
We're not doing so hot. And you are putting all your energy in her when we were great at one point. You loved
Right.
me, and now you don't.
Yeah, I mean, if we think about when Robin came into the family, you know, Christine's getting
was
ready to give
pregnant.
birth to Truly.
She was
You know,
9
probably
months
not the
pregnant.
best
You're
time.
crazy. You're tremendous. You're not feeling well.
Thank
You're not
you.
yourself. You don't feel attractive.
Yeah, I think
You need your spouse to love you
Cody,
the most.
I think Cody is very narcissistic, and the reason that he loves, you know, or prefers the new younger wives because they're like, oh, Cody, oh my goodness, you
Because he
know.
loves himself the most.
Oh, he does, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Cody loves himself more than he loves any of his wives, even Robin.
Agreed.
Cody jerks off to his own picture when he's jerking off. That's what Cody does.
Probably
go.
so.
I'm trying to picture during this episode, my dad, I'm the only daughter. I'm, daddy's little girl. I'm trying to picture my dad saying, well, I'll give my daughter her gift eventually, or me telling someone, yeah, I haven't spoken to my dad in a month and a half. It kind of hurts. What?
Wow.
I
Yeah.
don't know. That's foreign to me.
All right, so where are we now with this show? So Robin goes to Mary's house again outside. Like, what's going on? Like that, like, you know, if it's
Yep.
Robin's house or Mary's house, you have to like film outside in the freezing cold.
Yeah.
Like,
what's
why is
on?
like it's a reality show? Is this a reality show? Why, like, are we seeing people meeting in parks or backyards or whatever? Like, what are you hiding in your fucking houses?
So
That's what I would like to know.
Hey, hold on. Okay.
they're getting paid to film a reality show. Why are we sitting in those same stupid chairs outside with our winter jackets on with smoke coming out of our
And
mouths?
we're all suckers
Yeah.
watching it. You know, and then like Robin was saying, like, oh, my house is the nucleus. Like all the kids should be coming here with the text chain.
Why?
Like all the kids should be coming to your house, Robin. Like, who are you, Robin? Who are you, Robin?
Why should
Oh man.
they do?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're going to fit in Janelle's house.
You think all the kids want to sit in your bougie fucking house, Robin? While you ignore all your other children, Cody?
And how telling was it when Mary said, "Oh, I didn't even know they were here." Like no one even
Yeah.
looked at her. How sad is
Yeah.
that?
Like,
Yeah.
you know, like if I were any of the kids, like, you know, Mariah, well, I can't say Mariah because she's Leon now, but at the time it was Mariah.
Did you get
Mariah
Robin
or
her daughter?
Janelle's 6 kids or Christine's 6 kids, but those the baker's dozens of kids, not including Robin's, want to go to Robin's house because Robin is like the nucleus where the whole fucking family revolves around now. That's what you're
So
saying.
she's the
Robin?
heart of the family now?
The heart of the family, Robin is.
Yeah.
I
The
just-
one who
I-
had to interject on the kids' text, and then she finally just said no, that she couldn't let her children be a part of it.
Oh, poor Robin.
It's like, you know, the only 2 children that you really needed to worry about in that chat are your smaller children. Everyone else is pretty much of legal age.
Right. So Barbie brought up a good question. The guy that Cody was driving around with, he married Mary's sister.
And
Is
they're
Mary's
cross-eyed Pete,
sister the one that divorced him, or was it the other wife?
Yeah, cross-eyed Pete.
Cross-eyed Pete.
wife. It was the other wife.
Where you at, Pete?
The other wife.
John, your eyes are a little too straight for
I
that.
can't
Robin
cross my eyes.
referred to,
Sorry, I can't.
Mariah as Mary's daughter.
Well, don't forget that this was still filmed like 2 years ago when
Right.
Mariah was still Mariah,
Okay,
not
okay.
Leon.
Yeah. We're in January of 22 right now
Yeah.
when all this is taking place.
And that's before Mariah turned into Leon and
Yeah,
ugh.
she doesn't announce her transition until, I'm going to venture to say, by the way, these episodes are going until after this season.
And
Right.
you know that Cody can't stand Mary because he only gave her 1 kid and the kid
Oh,
was
yeah.
not up to
Sure.
Cody's fucking expectations.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
And then, you know, Cody just says, you know, there have lines that have been crossed. There's no turning back. And I don't know if I have anything more to give to this family. You should have thought about that 18 kids ago.
If Cody doesn't talk to his daughters, can you imagine how often he speaks to Leon?
Oh man.
I'm
Forget
going
it.
to venture to say never.
Never ever.
He won't talk to Savannah, who is a minor and then and
Exactly.
did nothing to him.
Exactly.
Does Mary have a rental, or did she buy a house?
I don't
She
know.
rents.
I
Okay.
feel like they meet outside of a park somewhere in Flagstaff where Mary scenes. Oh, outside Mary's house. That's not your house, bitch. I'm pretty sure that Mary's probably like, you
Yeah.
know, in Pier 1 at the B&B all the time, whatever.
Okay, Mary has a rental.
She
That
has
could
a
be why they're not filming inside. But it just, Cody just, be a dad. Come on. You're just terrible. He's a
I
terrible
agree.
human being. And then
It's Christine's 50th birthday.
Yes. And Christine, her celebrity crush is my boy, Shamar Moore. Love that man.
Okay.
good one.
Yeah, he is a good
love
one.
him
When
myself.
he baby girls it, whoo doggy.
Christine's fiance looks nothing like Shamar Moore, but okay.
No, he doesn't.
Uh,
That's like her celebrity hall pass, not her life.
I get it.
partner.
I'm just saying, like, it's just very, like,
No resemblance.
you would think that you might want to, like, base your celebrity crush on someone like that's maybe in the same ballpark or something like
I'm
that.
telling you,
but
it's the baby
cool.
girl.
It's
100% the
John,
baby
did you
girl.
see that? That Jay Freak sent a super chat earlier.
Did we yes, I thank you, Jay Freak. The
Okay.
50, I got it. Thank you, Jay
That's
Freak.
okay.
I was off camera at that time. I got it.
That's okay.
No, it's always very appreciated for the
No, it
entertainment
is.
that we provide.
I Venmoed you, John.
What?
Oh, that was
I
nice.
Venmoed
Wicked.
you.
That was very sweet, Wicked.
It was what? Huh?
I Venmoed you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Wicked, you do have to pay to be on my.
I know. I'm just trying to keep up.
You're a little late with your
Excited
payments, by the
there.
way. So I'm
When
just saying
people
that.
Hey, Johnny.
My name on them. That just excites me for the evening.
Hello, Mr. Mack.
And Sophie's only here because she's trying to, like, get famous off of me. So all of you have like a game,
Yeah,
right? You're
yeah.
all playing here. I
Yeah.
understand.
Brooklyn's the
see it.
sugar mama. We all have
John
a-
and I, we use each other in different ways.
Yeah, we
so
do.
it's
Sugar Mama, I support it all. However, I do get a little bit of a high when someone sends me a super chat. Not gonna lie, it does do a little something for me.
And Brooklyn, they're all waiting for you to turn on me. Like, they're just waiting. Like, they're gonna roll out the red carpet for you, sweetheart. When you do,
I have actually, I don't want to steer off topic but I have actually noticed that.
yeah.
I've
Like,
been
why
getting
not me?
They're rolling out the red Brooklyn carpet for you, sweetheart. They just want-
Wicked.
Wicked.
You're obsessed.
The hope
Oh,
is
I am
yes.
I hate to break it to you,
Yes,
but you're
you are.
obsessed.
Yes.
with John.
Yes. The hope
Oh,
is lost.
okay.
I don't know if I've heard those words. The hope is lost for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no hope. I'm sorry, but you got to just end it all. There's no hope.
Okay.
Wicked. You have stage 4 rectal cancer, according to them. There's no hope. You're good.
Oh,
God forbid.
You're done.
I'm obsessed.
Sophie.
and I'm obsessed.
Wicked. Can you imagine?
All right. I haven't listened to him anymore, so I don't really care.
Good girl. Good girl.
It's been said from John's inner circle
Oh,
that you are obsessed.
really?
That's how it comes out. But however, I, on the other hand,
Yes.
there is hope for me.
There's nothing you could do wrong, Brooklyn. Like, they're waiting for you to
What's up
flip.
with that?
Waiting for you. Waiting for you.
What is up with that?
Well, you gotta get tired of funding him, I guess.
I mean, Wicked, you can't leave because
That I want my own channel.
You do? How
I
come you
do?
told me?
Oh, I'm
No, why
obsessed.
would she want? She pays me to be here. Why? Why is that like a thing?
Okay. Newsflash: I have no desire to have my own channel.
Go for it, girlfriend. Say your mind.
no
You know
desire.
I-
to
You're
have-
also on hospice, so we'll pray for
Okay.
you.
Good to know. Okay.
See,
But
Wicked,
Brooklyn,
get
like,
that hair flat, the world changed.
Oh, Brooklyn wants her own channel because she has so many free hours of her time.
Wait, oh, I do, Susie?
Yeah. All those free
What?
hours she has in the day.
Wait a minute. I'm making a channel?
You want your own channel.
And they told John without me telling him?
Oh, they told me. This is news to me.
They
I'm
told
always
the
the last to
world,
find out
girl.
clearly about anything that's going on, so I don't know.
The crazy stuff. I don't even know how to make a channel. I don't even know how to super chat.
Well,
I rely on all these good people to super chat me. I don't even know
if
how to
you
do it.
have your own channel, you won't be doing the super chatting.
Right, and you'll be
then
with you.
John will have to pay me the way I pay him. Got
You
it.
have a flock of like true tellers that are ready to take you in, like and they're
Got
Brooklyn. I should tell you that they're losing faith in you now because they're wondering when you're going to turn.
Why?
What's taking you so long,
It
Brooklyn?
really is. It's like sugar at the pot, Brooklyn. Like
Could
just
she
do it
be an
already.
obsession later?
Just do it. Sophie, by the way,
Sir.
are you okay with your recovery? Because I'm going to have a little sip of wine right now, and I hope that this doesn't send you over the edge.
Sophie, are you okay?
Sophie, it tastes so good, this box wine.
Are you okay, Sophie?
No, I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine. And
Sophie, when you go
It's
to
been
a
said,
restaurant,
Sophie, that
you see John
look at Wicked.
um,
Look at Wicked drinking like Orangina with some vodka in it.
I have a question.
Or
what's
I just
up?
call that
So-
Orangina.
When you go to like a restaurant or a wedding or a barbecue with your friends and your family, I mean, people around have a drink, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's part of your recovery to be able to live
Uh-oh,
with that.
Sophie.
To be able to live my life without temptation.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I know
this nicotine from the cigarette is so delicious, Sophie. Like, you know what would make this taste better? A little bit of wine. Look. Oh, Sophie.
Maybe you
Good
could,
thing
like,
I don't smoke anymore, right?
a little smoke around it.
Oh,
have
God.
like a-
I'm gonna just put some smoke around my wine glass right here and just get like the double right there.
But
There we go.
according
That's
to these
enough.
people, like I'm
That's
supposed to
enough.
stay in my house and don't talk to anybody
Right,
or
kinda
be
what
on
I'm
panel
going
or
to do.
nothing.
Because when we're on this live, we're in 4 separate states, like a
Yes.
whole separate state, right?
Yes.
So if I'm
Yes.
having a sip of wine in New York, whatever state you live in, you can't smell it, see it. It doesn't really affect your life.
It's not going to bother me in West Virginia. No, it's not.
Just checking.
Sophie, so because you get yelled at because like you're on my panel and I'm ruining your recovery. Like, can you walk us through like if you go to a wedding or a bar mitzvah or
let's
a
just
christening
use
or
this
a barbecue?
instance.
Like, are you allowed to leave your house because of all the temptations that are out there for you, Sophie? I'm just wondering about
I actually am. We went to Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh my God,
August 12th.
Asheville
to a rock
and
concert.
Gomorrah.
We went to a rock concert, and on the way to our seats, I went down like a whole hallway full of different vendors selling alcohol. That didn't bother me. That does not
Right,
define my
that's
recovery
not-
either.
You being 2 feet from like tons and tons of alcohol is not the same as John having wine on a live. John is worse.
Much worse, according to other
Much
people.
worse.
Yeah.
Glad we clarified that.
So if I can do that, then I can sit next to Mr. Yates here who drinks wine.
Because you are in separate states and hundreds of miles away.
Hold on. I just, Sophie, I don't want to.
That's quite
But
the drug.
Wait a minute. You were worried about me making that one slip and you're sipping wine out of a jug for all of them to Photoshop? Are you
I'm already
okay?
an alcoholic in their eyes,
Wow.
Brooklyn. You fucked up big time with
Wow.
saying what you're saying.
I
Sophie,
messed up big time because I slipped a word?
Sophie,
Oh, my
I don't
goodness.
know. Like, I just,
Wow.
I'm starting to get the sweats and the shakes over here, John. You're gonna
I'm
have
just
to,
saying.
you know.
Oh, wait.
Turn your camera off, Sophie. Turn it off. Turn away.
Breaking news tomorrow. Brooklyn girl says Cody Yates is a piece of shit, and John Yates binges on drinking wine from a bottle, and tries to throw Sophie over recovery. Breaking news tomorrow. I think I might have a thing for that. Hold on.
Hi, Rachel. Rachel says 4 years alcohol free in the beginning.
There we are.
Breaking news.
Breaking news from Rachel. 4 years alcohol free. In the beginning, it was really awkward to be out in public where people were drinking. In the beginning, is it so awkward now, Rachel? Because I have actually
Rachel?
November
Is
will
she
be
in the chat?
9 years.
That's awesome.
Is Rachel
9 years in November.
mean?
Sophie.
What? Thank you.
Sophie,
Thank
Sophie, this nicotine from this Marlboro Light it's just so delicious.
Is it? Well,
I got this good flavor from it.
Okay, fun fact about me.
That's
My
so smooth.
mother-
good, Rachel. Congratulations.
What
It
happened?
really washes down my jug of wine. You should try it, Sophie.
Wicked?
Here we go. Mm.
My fun
Almost
fact.
9 years
That's
drug free. Over almost February will be 6 years since I've had a cigarette and I've been vaping.
Oh, you use cigarettes. Listen.
Can Wicked say one thing, please?
Go ahead, Wicked.
Sure, Wicked.
Yeah, my fun fact is that growing up, my dad worked in the liquor industry. I could have got drunk as a monkey at any given time. I'm not a drinker.
Me neither am I.
There you go.
I just don't like
Okay,
alcohol.
I'm sorry, Wicked. That's a great story and all, but it's falling on flat ears because there's no hope for you. So
Okay.
who cares?
Okay.
You work in Miami at a law office and you're a piece of shit. So thank you, Roro, for
Thank you, Ro.
the
Thank
chat.
you, Ro.
You clearly can't take what Wicked has to say as truth because she's just on death's door, and
Obsessed.
it is what it is. So thank you, but not thank you, Wicked, for that because no one cares.
JK, I care. But Rachel says 4 years later that it doesn't bother her to be around people
Awesome.
who
Rachel.
drink.
Awesome.
That's great. I'm proud of you and me too,
Yeah.
Rachel.
At some point, it becomes your new normal.
Yes. Somebody gets it.
Up my stalking game, John. Maybe that's what I need to be. They just need to be a stalker.
Oh, I thought you already were.
I'll
Thank
work
you
on it.
perfectly. But according to some people, it affects my recovery somehow being on panel with John. And according to somebody else, it affects my recovery because I sit on panel while that people talk about them putting something in their coffee.
Okay.
And I've never heard that before. I've never heard anybody put anything in their coffee to stay awake.
No, it's weird. Some of the channels, I've been watching, some of the channels, the only thing they do is play back other people's lives and comment on them. They don't have any other content if they're not playing someone they don't like's live. So I don't understand. How do you just sit there and play back a whole live of someone you don't like and call that a channel? What's your content? Hate?
Oh, that's good.
Their content is playing other people's content.
Oh, that's good. That's the shit right there. Just good bottle.
But said people say that I have no content. So
Oh, that's good.
there you go.
I thought you did a boxed wine. That's not a box.
What?
I said I thought you did boxed wine. That's not a box.
Well, no, this is cheaper than the box here.
Okay.
This is the Carlo Rossi jug,
Ooh.
Oh.
which you can get at your
Ooh.
local grocer or liquor store for like $17. And
Any relation to
It'll do
Martini
the job.
Rossi?
I guess so, Coco.
you know, jug wine, box wine,
Yeah.
it's all the same to us. Oh,
So, are we finished with Sister Wives?
no, we're not finished yet.
Okay.
Sorry, I need
We're
to like,
always asking.
correct. I just want to turn. So I really want to make Sophie flip and just become an addict again. So I'm doing everything I can.
Gotcha.
Cody, get the
It's
needles
not
out.
gonna happen. It's
Cody,
not gonna happen.
get the needles.
All right, that's good. All right, next topic.
They're already stuck in my arm.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Hold on.
Uncle
Let me get this
Carlo.
going here. No, but seriously, we're joking about this right now for a reason because
I want you guys to know that we're doing
like this is all a joke, and like
reason.
90% of people will see this as a joke,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like because
Well,
this is what
Hopefully.
this is, and like I don't care about the 10% who doesn't
Exactly.
really, but this has been a joke,
Yes.
and it's like just like
Because it's crazy. That's why.
is
It's
crazy.
crazy. It's crazy to think that anybody on the internet can have, or in real life can affect my recovery in any way. It's crazy.
People that are talking like that don't know what real recovery is.
No, they don't.
How hard you work towards recovery.
Exactly.
Wait, Beverly said this is the best thing. Hold on. We call him Uncle Carlo. Oh, I love you, Beverly. But seriously, we're just
Yeah.
playing on stuff that it's just being said and whatnot.
That's
and
ridiculous.
It comes down to just another thing they
Yep.
can find to pin on John Yates.
But this
Yep.
is the thing, they say all this stuff and now we do it, right? And just to show you the craziness that's coming out of their mouths,
Because
that this
they
is serious.
Say it as a fact, like
Right.
it must be true.
So I'm a drug addict.
Sheila.
Sophie
Yes,
Sophie
Sheila.
is just ruined because she's on my panel. Wicked's paying money to be on my panel, and Brooklyn, they're just waiting for you to cross over to their side where they will exalt you as their new ruler.
My recovery to them, my recovery means nothing. And it's laughable that I tell my story and my friends tell their stories of addiction and recovery. It's just laughable, all because of this man here.
Mm-hmm.
But I
And
will
it's
say this.
ridiculous.
Recovery is pretty fragile if John being in another state can affect you.
Can affect it. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Sophie, I'm so sorry.
Or it's for someone who's not really in recovery. If seeing
Thank
one
you, Brooklyn.
on,
Thank you.
you know what I mean?
Thank you.
As a family member of someone who struggled with recovery for years, they would use any excuse to not be in recovery.
I have
So-
a line mustache. Sorry.
And I have used all of those excuses before I got sober.
Exactly. So now you're a
like a milk
professional at
mustache.
knowing what those excuses are.
But I have to say this, in all seriousness, I don't think I'll be on YouTube much longer. It's one thing to make money off YouTube, right? And I was getting great checks, $6,000 checks, $7,000 checks, $9,000 checks, $10,000 checks, and when the money's rolling in from YouTube, you could take what people are saying
Yeah,
about you.
None of that matters. Yeah.
I'm laughing to the bank. I don't care. Talk shit about me. I don't care. But every live I do gets demonetized. if you saw my Instagram and my YouTube post about the money I was making off of like a certain cast member being missing, like I made $5 off 15,000 views. Like, so like at the end of the day, this is a job for me, right? This is my job. This is where I make my bread and butter.
Mhm.
And you know, when I'm making $5 per live, despite the amount of views you get, because like, you know, views are great, but like views only count
Right.
when they're monetized and you're making money off ads and stuff like that.
Yep.
So you know, I as a 44-year-old man cannot, I just can't do this anymore. You know, like the Shannon live that we just did with me and Wicked. Shannon, did we curse one time on that live?
No.
We didn't.
No.
You know, every
Smiley,
live,
a whole number of things can demonetize a live.
it's these assholes reporting my posts, reporting my lives. Like they thought they got my Instagram taken down. They were all celebrating it. They were saying that like they were working with my police department to get my Instagram down. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. And here's my Instagram account right back because I took it down myself. And they're all celebrating it, saying, like, I told y'all we were like having like the police come and this, that, and the other. And like my Instagram is fine. And they're all so mad because again, I proved them wrong. So
Thank you, Roxanne.
sorry, Sophie. I had to take some liquid courage. I sprinkled some meth in it too for like a little boost.
Damn you, John. Damn you.
Are you jealous?
Not really.
Live vicariously through me. But my
Not
point
really.
is that like
Exactly,
I'm not
Meredith.
making any money off
Exactly.
this. And like I cannot rely on people to send me super chats, you know, and I'm not gonna beg people, send me super chats. Oh, like no. Like, but like I Shannon, I can't do this. I can't. You know, and maybe as like a side thing, because I really do enjoy going live with y'all and having
Right. Yes. We do
talking about-
too.
Yeah.
talking about TV shows and having a good time. But
So
like,
it'll be something you do, but you know, on the side. Not as often.
you know, if you're getting paid for the torture, it's worth it. But like, if you're getting paid, like I'm getting paid less money than Chinese
wage.
like miners putting iPhones together. You know, like it's not worth it for me.
Were the kids making these macrame things on Temu?
It's just not worth it. And every live I
Yeah.
get, every live I do gets reported, and then like, and fuck YouTube, really, because like, you know, I self-certify every live and they always come back green, but YouTube wants to wait a whole week before like they turn your live green.
Yep.
And when you're in the breaking news business and when you're doing recaps of shows that just happened, waiting a week for it to come back
It
up,
just doesn't cut it.
it doesn't. No one cares about a recap you did a week after
Right.
when the new show is on. No one cares. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. So
They're not making good money, Susie, which everybody's, you know, good money is different,
Yeah.
but
Right.
nobody's
look at
making
all the
good
people
money.
making money off of me. Brooke, Maria, Ann, Cooch, 11, Rankin. Who else is there? I'm sure Terry Lynn, Jules. Who else am I missing? Come on, there's more. I know there's more. I got 8 off the Yahoo. Let's keep going. All making all,
Thank you,
all of
MW.
monetized channels. All of monetized channels, and they don't get reported.
Right.
And they're making the money off me. And I'm sitting here making no fucking money. I'm like fucking Annie. Like, where's Carol Burnett? Where's
You know,
Danny Warbucks?
there's other parts of YouTube. They will play people that have been banned on YouTube. But the people that's playing the banned people on YouTube are able to monetize these lives and make money off of it,
Right.
while these other people are banned for the exact same content.
Strange.
Could you imagine what it's like to be me and see all these people, like 9, 10, 11, 12 creators doing lives off of my lives every day, making money off it, and like me
Mhm.
sitting here trying to do Sister Wives talk, like me and Wicked just did Shannon, and that got demonetized, and then they're all laughing. Like I can't do it. I just can't. You know, like if it would be one thing if I was making money off of it, but I'm
Right.
not. And I proved that by showing you that, like, I made $5 off the, you know, one of the poll lives with the 15,000 views. I made $5 fucking dollars. Not that I was in it for the money. I'm just saying to you, like, you know, this is how this is. So,
Yeah.
you know, and they're all, they, you know, there's at least 11. I took a screenshot. Someone posted something on Reddit. Of all the creators making money off of my name. And I'm making 0. And they're making, just going off what I'm saying and replaying my lives and doing this, that, and the other. And it's not right. And YouTube, just like, you know, YouTube's cool with it. You know, according to YouTube rules, you can't have a hate channel. Especially you can't have a hate channel that's geared
Targeted
towards
one person.
one person.
Mhm.
So Cooch, look at her whole channel. Everything's is about me. E11. Oh my god. Oh, and let me say something while we're being candid. E11, with your third grade.
Just 1 second, John. That $5 that you made on the Paul content, Brooke says you need to donate that money.
To whom?
Anybody.
To whom?
Anybody.
Wait, Sophie, she really said that?
Yeah. The money
Brooke
that
was
you
saying I was
made off
making
of those
Wait,
lives, you
wait,
need to
Sophie.
donate.
Brooke was saying I made $500 per article, which is all bullshit. But like the $5 I made off the Paul Live, I need to donate to whom?
Yes. Anybody. As long as you don't keep it.
Someone give me
Just find some stranger on the street and say, "Here you go. Here's $5. Enjoy
who
your
in
day."
the chat needs $5. Give me your Cash App.
I could take $5. I'll use you
take 5.
anyway. Take the 5. Meredith, side note, do y'all think that YouTube will eventually get pulled into Bethany's reality reckoning? I do think so, Meredith.
That would.
Will she do the
This is
same,
so
Sheila?
crazy.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Brooke, the one who said that why is no one calling Brooke out? Because she said like she was like on the police with Paul and getting my accounts taken down. Why did nobody pull that FOIA? All the FOIA people. Where's that FOIA request? I'd love to hear it.
You mean zillion? Yeah.
Zillions?
Yeah. Let's just use the money for your international calls that probably cost you an arm and a leg.
Oh, yeah.
What's Brooke's Cash App?
I don't know. I don't care.
No idea.
I'm going to donate to Brooke. Who has
I have
Brooke's
no idea.
Cash App?
No idea.
I have no
Let me,
idea.
let me get Brooke's Cash App because she needs the money more than
Like
me.
I said to Cooch today, I give 0 shits about Brooke's phone number or anything else about her. I don't know.
Oh, I got her.
Yeah.
I don't know her.
Care. Don't care to know.
I don't care to.
She is not living rent free in this brain, nor is anyone else.
Same.
Nope.
Same.
Wait, she has too many different.
You know, because
Brooke has like 15 different Cash Apps. Jesus Christ.
because I don't spend the time, energy, and effort that they do on me. So you go for it, people. If you want to think I'm obsessed, go for it. Don't care. I'll still go to sleep tonight after this live and wake up and still not care about you people.
Thank you, Wicked.
You're welcome. Well, I mean, I care about you people.
When do you
but
I
not
know. I
you.
know. what you-
Ed,
All right. So are we done talking about
Nope, we're
Sister
not done.
Wives?
The only thing that we left is Mary is moving her businesses to Parowan. She hasn't told.
And Robin's going to be
Robin.
so upset.
Yeah. And
she doesn't
Mary
like
says that since
how
they
Robin-
haven't had the formal we're not together anymore, that they're still together. Now we're done with Sister Wives perfectly.
We just finished it.
That was the
perfectly.
last part of it.
perfect.
Bruh.
So Mary's moving to Parowan, which is probably a good idea. I mean, if she's
That's where her bed and breakfast is, right?
right. And her friend, I guess, had been running it for a while, because I know at that point Mariah and what's the spouse's name?
Oh my,
Because Audrey. I thought her and Audrey, or they and Audrey, whatever it is, grammatically, it doesn't make sense to me. That they were living there for a while, but then I think they're back in school. I don't know.
Have a good night, perfectly.
Good night.
night.
Hold on, I'm still trying to figure out where my money is. I want to make Brooke whole.
Okay. Well, John, I'm going to have to start, sending you W-2s since I pay you so much.
I don't report shit, so
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank you, Perfect.
program.
I think I'm going to go ahead and drop down, guys. I'm sleepy. I'm starting to not feel good.
Good night, darling.
Yeah. Good
Good night,
night.
everybody. I love you guys.
Love
I
you
always have
too.
fun with you guys. And
Thanks.
thank you, everybody in the chat who supports us.
Yes. 'Tis appreciated.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, John.
Yep.
Good night, Sophie.
Bye, Sophie. So yeah, I am going to. I don't know. I can't do this anymore. I'm not going to get beat up by all these people making money off of me every fucking night.
Yeah.
And they win, I lose, and they win, I lose, and Cooch was saying I have to prove that I wasn't arrested. Well, it just so crazy to me.
It's exhausting.
It's best I just end it. It really is.
Best for you at the end of the day, and if this is not serving you, here's the thing:
It's not serving me at all.
Yeah, it's really hard when something served you for so long and you know the potential with it. But on another note, sometimes everything has its day. Maybe that potential is not there right now, and you just do it as a side thing. As sad it is to say.
I don't know if I'm going to do why should I do anything anymore?
Well, you do it.
YouTube,
That's the bottom line.
YouTube, I self-certify every live, and they always go green. So there's no reason why, when me and Wicked do a live about Shannon, where we didn't curse one time, where it should get demonetized. So why should I bother? Do you guys really want to pay more money if I start a Patreon? I don't want to do that.
But you set the level on Patreon.
But
It's
I don't
just
want to do
YouTube.
that. I don't want you to pay more money for me. I already felt weird about having a membership on this to begin with.
Yeah, but if you switched over to Patreon,
Then they wouldn't have a membership here. They would only have one there.
right?
But then you have to rely on only the Patreon memberships as your only form of money. And maybe I get I don't know, 50 people, but at $5, it's not enough to like, you know, make a career out of. It's
Yeah.
not. It's just not. You know,
Well, it's
I'm
gonna be
just
up
I'm just being
to the-
honest. It's not.
Yeah.
You know, I know a lot of people have Patreons, but like, you know, what do you do?
Ouch. There we go.
If it's something you love and you do it because you enjoy, and there are times you love it and enjoy it, then do it for that. If you want to go on a couple of times a week for your subscribers and do that, and not go, you know, not do it as often and do something else as your job, you know, it's up to you.
I just kind of want to, at this point, take myself out of the game so these assholes can't make any money off me anymore.
Okay.
And let's see how
Mhm.
they fare when they have nothing to repost about me or do commentary on or whatever. That's how that works. But like, you know, to see all these people making money off using my name. I mean, God, Maria, right? You just did a whole live about me, didn't talk about shit, and like you mentioned me for 1 minute and went to Siwa. But like you had to throw my name in your hashtag so people would pay attention to it.
I did notice that your name was in the hashtag, but then when I listened a little bit, I really didn't hear them say you. It wasn't really about you, so I don't know why your name was there.
Exactly. And then you were
Well,
brought
I
up,
do-
Brooklyn, at the end of that, weren't you?
I do know why your name was there. I just don't understand, you know, what's the point? You know, I don't know. I don't know.
It would, Nikita. Nikita's right. Plus, like you make like, you know, if you're on YouTube, you make your money off ad revenue. That's how you make your fucking money.
When there was money to make.
But that's how you make your money off ad revenue.
Uh-huh.
It's not super chats. It's like that's how you make your
Hi,
money. on
Nina.
YouTube. So if I switch to Patreon and do lives like wherever there, like it's just like who, like, you know, the 5, 10, 15, 50 people who want to, like, you know, and I'm just not okay with that. Like I, you know, it's, but I'm not going to put myself through hell with these people so they can make money off me. I make no money every time. Every live I do gets demonetized. And then they do lives on my lives and get monetized and they make money. I'm not going to be your Uncle Tom anymore. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
So, I wish we were living in a fucking world where like this didn't happen, but it is what it is at this point.
Well, if you're not on, then there's nothing I guess they could talk about.
Nope. No, they'll play the best subs, Brooklyn, for a while.
For a while until that dies out.
They'll- you know, but I think it's time where I just end it. I don't know. But I you know, I can't put myself and my husband through this torture for $3 per live. Like, for what? It makes no sense to me. It doesn't, and, you know, the Shannon live that me and Wicked just did, like, proved that to me tonight. Because we didn't curse one time on that Shannon live. Did not curse one time. And it went yellow because all these whores want to report every one of my lives to make them demonetized.
And they were all going to say they didn't do it, but you know how that
No,
goes.
they all promote it, Brooklyn. No, Brooklyn. No, Brooke is saying like report his lies. Report his lies. No, they can't say that. They can't.
Okay.
They right or wrong. Wicked.
Yeah.
What?
Has Brooke and Anne and Maria not said over and over again report John's lives?
Yeah. They've even given instructions on how to do it.
Exactly.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. That just stinks. I mean, why? Like, why?
Because they have a miserable life with nothing better to do.
Like I said, I feel like more people now, and this is just my opinion. I haven't said a word, but this is just my opinion. I feel like more, instead of actually having content like we're going on, and I love talking about the shows, Sister Wives and 90 Day and whatever, Housewives. But I feel like a lot of these channels, all their content is playing someone else's live and going through it step by step. I've seen it on several channels. They just copy someone's live, play it, and go over the whole live with their comments. That's not your content.
And like the point is, like, Brooklyn, based on what you just said, like,
I'll be right back.
me and Julie and on Sophie's channel, me, Julie, and Sophie, and I think Johnny was there. Like, we were doing commentary on like what Maria and Ann were lying about us on. So then Cooch does commentary off of what we were saying, and then Sophie, bless her heart, recommentated on that, and like, this is how this works.
So this woman, Cooch, she has her own channel, and her whole channel is just about that.
Dirty bitch. That's her channel. Look it up. I'll promote you, Cooch, right now. Look, every single fucking live about me, and YouTube is okay with that.
Wow.
It's a dedicated hate channel towards
content.
Yours truly.
Does she have any other content other than you and?
Nope, it's only me.
Wow.
It's only me. Look it up, Dirty Bitch on YouTube.
Wow.
Look it up.
That's crazy.
And then she gets away with like murder. Meanwhile, I'm here. Oh, E11 too.
Okay, so I recently clicked on one of E11's lives because I did want to see what you were talking about, who she is. I'm a little confused with that one because I just saw her like with a board she's sitting in her home.
Let's talk about that board.
Let's
talk about that board. This woman, she looks like she's in her 40s. I don't know how old she is.
Well, I'm not going to comment on her age.
I will. She looks like she's in her 40s. She looks weathered. I don't know. She's definitely not in her 20s or her early 30s. We'll just say that.
I would think she's in her 40s or 50s, but that's
exactly.
To me, that's beside the point.
It's a point to make.
Okay.
The age is a point to make. Someone in their 40s and or 50s would know better than to stalk someone like this. And this E11 person, I think her name is Sue or whatever, like has a whole board with John Yates written on top in like, third grade lettering.
Right. So what I'm going to say is I did watch one of her lives. I don't know her. I don't know anything about her, but it seems like she was a follower of yours and for a while back when. And I feel sad for her in a way because she set up this whole area in her home and all she does is go over your life and your YouTube history. And I don't really understand what she's trying to do. There's only like so many people in her chat, not many, but she just writes things down and makes videos and goes over things. And to be honest, the other day, the first one that I looked at was her going over your S attempt. And I didn't understand why she's doing that. Like, I get it. You guys want to go over the date and pound it in. But like, she was going over every detail and like, and then I'm sorry, that's not true. That's the second one I saw. The first one I clicked on was a week ago, and she was going over a live from you from 3 years ago, from like 2020. I'm like, why? Why are you spending all this time going over footage and commenting on it? Like, you have to have more going on in your life. If you're going to tell me the answer is that you're trying to educate people, you only have like 100 people in there. Those people are already in Maria's chats. It's the same people regurgitated. They don't need more information on how to hate John. So what are you really doing? If you have a good life, go do stuff. Don't just sit at that chair and go over everything about John's life. That is all her channel is about, is you.
Look, that's her. I mean,
Look at that
we're not
chart.
making
That's
this up. We're not.
insane.
Let me go full screen on this one.
John, look at that chart.
Hold
Who
on,
sits
I'm
in
gonna
their house and does that?
What 40-year-old woman?
She's making a chart like she's a school teacher with your name on it. I get it. She
took the time to cut out like the name, like Johnny Yates. What normal fucking woman?
You don't do that. Listen, I'm gonna give it to her. Maybe she doesn't like you. Maybe something you did.
Maybe it's clear.
I
helped her out on Instagram for years.
Again, maybe she felt really hurt by you. Maybe you turned her off, and maybe she even hates you.
I never did anything to her.
Hold on, let me finish. But if those things happen, keep it moving. Like, what are you doing? You're sitting in your home, taking precious time out of your life, making a board and putting that's a little crazy to me.
And she has the cutout, like it's like third grade,
That's not normal.
When you walk into third grade classroom, you see this.
If my husband saw me doing that in my home, he would say to me, "What are you doing?" So the guys, if she's telling you don't understand, he's crazy. Okay, so he's an asshole. Okay, so he's crazy. But why are you taking your life to do this? It doesn't make any sense. Who are you talking to? The same 100 people in your chat that watch the other 3 women's chats that already know all this. What are you
imagine if I pulled off a board like this? Is it Maria Vega or Brooke
I
Graham?
want to understand. I want this woman to explain to me, what is she changing in the world? The effort she put into this. Do you know how many good things? What's her name, John?
Sue.
You have the effort that you put into this. You could put into so many good things in this world. You can make charts to raise money for foundations. Like, there are so many good things you could do with your time. This is not one of them. If you're going to tell me in response that you're doing this to show people or to combat things or whatever, it's still not okay. It's still a little off to me. I'm not putting you down. Please don't take it that way.
And she has her name E11 in the middle of it. See the 11? Like, she thinks she's like,
I don't understand it. Again, if she's trying to show the world or the same 100 people in her chat that already know, she's trying to show them that you're a liar, you're bad, there's a cycle with you. Okay, we get it. Now you're on your 12th live about the same thing. You played a live the other night from 3 years ago. What are you doing? Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
I mean, I am not being mean to her. Maybe in her real life, she's a lovely woman, and I'm sure she has a good family, but this is a waste of her time. I have to tell you something. Even if I hated John, I loathed him, and I thought he was the biggest piece of shit in the world, I could never take my time to go out and buy a board and buy letters and put his name on it. And like, what?
Spending your good heart. Maybe she's a craft.
You don't think she's a horrible human being. Say it once, say it loud, and keep it moving.
And the sad part, Brooklyn, is like they're all like, celebrating this. They're all saying, "Oh my God, you got him."
They're gonna celebrate anyone that's not celebrating you. Let's move past that.
We're all adults in like our 40s and above.
If you think that John is the most despicable human being on 2 legs, fine, you said it. But now you have so many lives going over things from years ago. Think about the people that are watching you. They're the same people in Brooke and Maria and they're the same people in those chats. They've heard this all already. Take that energy and put it into something positive for your life, Sue. Because I'm sure you could do something amazing with all that time.
because
That's
she
all I'm
has to put
saying.
her work in, like, to show that she's a John Yates hater to get the,
We
to be like.
Sue, we get it. You are a John Yates hater. We get it.
But I have my DMs with her. Like I feel like Shannon. I promoted her channel, right, Sue? Like me and Sue never fought at all on Instagram. I only tried to like promote her. Sue bought a cameo for me, right? Like, I never said one bad thing about her. And all of a sudden, Sue, in like 40-year-old Sue, has like a board where like, she's saying all the people I fought with. And let me tell you something, Sue, about this board. You're saying like these people I fought with, like, you put everybody up there, like YouTube people, like half the people on this board, like, Reddit people, like I was never friends with. This board is supposed to be like people I was friends with and then turned on. Well, I was never friends with Jolene and Busy. I was never friends with York Crack Elf. I was never friends with Forbidden Fruit. I was never friends with like all,
Get it. But
it's
here's
crazy.
Guess what, John? Guess what? Let's make believe she made a board about Maria. Okay. Now, all the years, how many names would be on that board? Because it's not Maria per se. It's what happens in this YouTube thing. There could be so many names on her board. But the point is that she made a board. A freaking board.
And she took the time to go to the store and get like cut out letters. Like this bitch is so crazy. She went to like the party store and like got cut out letters to make this board with. But I'm the crazy one, right?
Hear me loud and clear. This is what's going to come of me.
I'm the crazy one.
Wicked, are you hearing me?
I'm here, yes.
Instead of her answering anything I just said, it's going to be Brooklyn girl. You're going to learn. When he turns on you and he makes your life, Brooklyn girl, you're going to see. Guys, I get it. If John makes my life hell, I'll make his life hell 10 times like something you've never seen. Stop thinking I don't know what I'm doing and what I'm thinking and all that other stuff. I'm a big girl. But here's what I don't get. I don't get the 15 videos in honor of John. When you dislike someone so much, when you think someone is the most dishonest, hideous person on two legs, the last thing you do is dedicate your life to them, or at least your whole YouTube channel to them.
Right.
That's the last thing you do, not the first thing you do.
Right.
When I saw the live from 2020, I'm like, is that a 3-year-old live? She was playing a live where it was Christmas time and John was asking people to send him money. And it was 3 years ago. And I need to understand, are you trying to teach people that John's going to thrift? Are you trying to teach people that John's a liar? These people that you're preaching to, they already feel the same way you do because they're from those chats. So then why are you going over this every single time you're on YouTube?
It just,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't imagine taking the name of somebody I dislike so much, and putting so much effort into it.
When I first got on panel with John, and he kind of warned me. He was like, be careful. And, like they were talking about you and I was feeling a certain type of way. And then they were talking about me and then they were talking about Teddy. And I really started feeling a certain type of way. And when John took a little hiatus at the beginning, I just disconnected from him. I'm like, I can't, for my own mental health, keep revisiting this, because no matter what I say, no matter what I do, they have their opinion. Jesus Christ himself could come before them and they're still not going to change their mind. So literally, I don't care about them.
It doesn't fit the narrative.
Right. I don't care about them. I don't care what they do. You've
never, Wicked, correct me if I'm wrong, have you ever heard me say one word bad about any of these women?
No.
And I won't. Do you know why? I don't know them. I'm not going to sit up on this panel because I'm John's friend and because I want to be here and badmouth these women simply because I'm going to jump on his bandwagon. That's not how it works. I have my own mind. But this really does freak me out. This situation with the chart and the names
This
and the
freaks
laws,
me out right there. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like, and you're proud
It
of it. And
freaks-
people are saying, like, imagine if I had like, you know, I could never, I could never imagine going this far and being like having a board
no,
that's saying, that says
no.
Brooke Graham or
telling
Maria Vega or Ann
say-
Allen or like whoever, or Terry Lynn Adcock. I could never imagine having a board in my house like this when I'm in my 40s. And like, you know, I hate these people. Like, this is next fucking level right
Oh,
there.
right.
That is next
husband-
fucking level.
My husband, if he saw that in my dining room, would say to me, Brooklyn, what is going on? Like, are you okay? Like, you're starting to get obsessed with this dude. Like, I know you don't like him. I know you think he's horrible. I know you think he's trash, but this is getting a little bit much right now.
Right.
Like, you made a board with his name on it. Like, come on.
The only person I've ever really said anything about is Maria, and that's because I've had contact with her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Maria said that you were working in Miami at my lawyer's office, and you were giving me all this information, right, Wicked?
Right. And I mean, you know, before she and John had their falling out, like I had freely admitted that I was following her. I stopped and then I requested to refollow her. And she reaches out to me on Christmas Day and was like, why do you want to follow me? Apparently you don't believe me. And it was like, it's a request to follow. It didn't elicit a response.
Right.
And so shortly after that is when she put the, picture of the chat and, oh, hey, do you realize John threatened a federal judge? And it's like, if it was a credible threat, he would be behind bars.
Exactly. And, as far as this Maria goes, I have never said anything bad about her because I don't know her. We've never had a problem. She's older than me. I'm not going to start talking about people like I respect my elders, that whole thing. But here's the thing. I heard her say that I'm disrespectful because when I was on that panel, when her sister came up, I stayed on the panel. But
Right.
John, right or wrong, John, that night when we went on the panel, did any of us on that panel know who was coming up, or was it a surprise?
No, nobody knew.
Thank you. I had
And
no
Anna came up
idea.
like last second. Like that.
I was on the panel to talk about the show, and then John said we have a surprise guest. I thought it was going to be someone from the show. Then it was Anna. Then I felt rude to drop down because the woman was talking, and I didn't want to be like, bye guys, right mid-sentence. Once she started talking, I asked a couple questions, very partial, never once getting involved in their business or saying anything bad. And then, truth be told, I fell asleep. And remember that, Wicked?
I do.
I fell asleep. That's why I never dropped down. I was exhausted from work and I freaking fell asleep. So the next morning, my phone was dead. I texted Wicked after I charged it. I'm like, oh my God, I fell asleep when that woman, Maria's sister, was up there. And now she says that because I didn't drop down, I don't have any respect and I'm just as bad as everybody. That's fine. I don't care what she says, but that's not the truth.
Hey,
Just
Brooke.
set the record straight.
John Yates, did you lose your IG? Okay, bye, Brooke. Where's my IG is fine, isn't it? Like, see, like what they do.
So now that you put your IG back up, now what? Like, how does that? No one wins.
She
if
said to the
like that.
world like that she and Paul were like on the police, on the phone with my police station, saying like that my police were gonna get all my social media accounts taken down, a joint task force. And wow, here's my YouTube, and there's my Instagram, and what?
Not the Joint Task Force.
You know how I feel about people using the cops. It has to stop. It just has to stop.
Like,
It
why
does.
is Brooke not mentioned that? Like the fact that my IG is right as rain.
Every
I took it down myself, which I said that I did.
can't even believe it sometimes because every little thing, it's like, call the cops, call the station, call the cops. Like, I think to myself, oh my God, like my husband's a first responder. Like there are real things going on in this world. Like those lines should never be clogged with
Oh, they don't care.
calls like that.
They don't
Every
care.
little
They don't care.
call the cops, call the cops. Wicked.
Brooke went on a live and said, I called John's police station 4 times. FOIA that bitch. Her words exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it just.
I think of my husband and he responds to calls all day long. And I think of how angry the officers would be if the case was just, people fighting on YouTube. I can't imagine that. And I have to say, it's disrespectful on a lot of levels to the police force. It really is.
It does. I mean, because something's going to happen one day where they are legitimately going to take something away from someone who truly needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. I've told John that a million times. Don't
Maria
like
called the police to my house at 3:30 in the morning in season, saying I was threatening to blow people up and I was going to kill people because she thought, which she never thought, because I called her in the middle of the night, which the phone records showed that she was a big old fucking liar. And then Maria even said on her own live, and Maria, don't you dare fucking say you didn't, because I had the clip of you and I will be happy to play the clip of you saying, yeah, I called the police on John because he was calling the cop, because he was calling me in the middle of the night. And that's what they do. And like, no, they don't care about like, my neighbors or maybe like babies like in people's houses or old elderly people. When you send 7 squad cars to my fucking house, they don't care. They don't. It's a big joke for them.
I don't know. And another thing that I think has to like stop being said, but again, who am I? It's like, I don't understand when it's become like, this one has to control that one, or I've never had anybody control me and I don't control anyone else. I mean, I'm with my husband 25 years. I don't control my husband. My husband doesn't control me. To an extent, we, respect each other. But if John or Wicked or Cody are saying things, if I'm not even on a live and John and Cody are talking, and if I was a good person, I would tell him, or I would not talk to him for saying what he said. I don't control him. I grew up with a group of girlfriends. One of them is a loudmouth and super tough. She says things I would never say. I look at her like, oh my God, I can't stop her. I'm not going to not be her friend because she talks in a way that I don't approve of. It's just, I never heard of these things.
Welcome to YouTube.
I've never heard of these things. Let me ask you something, John. If I listen to one of your lives and I don't like something that you said, do I not personally call you and talk to you about it?
Yes, absolutely.
Because that's what you do. You don't put it in out in the world. I'm not going to come on a live and be like, John, what you said last night, disgusting. I'm so mad at you. Because that's not for an audience. That's for friends. And I do that. And he'll tell me later, why'd you say that? And that's the way it works. Because I don't reprimand him in front of everybody, I'm disrespectful. No, that's not the way life works. That's just not the way it works.
Your address is on your LLC, Anne. Okay, sweetheart. So there's that. Oh my God.
Guys, I got to drop down. It's past my bedtime.
All right, bye, sweetheart.
Hopefully I will see you guys soon.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep doing YouTube.
Okay.
Like, to be shut the fuck up and like not make any, like, I'm not going to do this anymore and not make any money off it. I'm sorry. The goal is no one's, hammering In Touch or Page 6 or TMZ for reporting about Paul being missing.
Right.
And they're making money off it, aren't they? Right?
Yes, they are.
Right or wrong?
100%. That's why they're blogging about it, to make money. They're a not-for-profit
And you can
organization.
see, like, I was making no money off of it because I kept getting reported by these assholes. But I kept doing it because it was never about the money. But drop down, Wicked. Go ahead. It's fine.
Good night, Wicked.
Yeah. Good night. Sorry, I'm not feeling well either.
Go, 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 go.
Love you guys. Bye.
But it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm the one that gets blamed all the goddamn time.
Like I said, I've told you this before. You have a decision to make on what suits you and Cody's life better.
Well, my decision is that this sucks and I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
And like I do love, like when I tell you I love going live.
I think everyone knows that because
and talking about the shows. I you know, but like, you know, it's also my job. Like, you know, people say I don't work. No, like this is a 24-hour a day fucking job for me. Just like In Touch or Sherelle or Tasha K or Monica or whatever. They make their money off of reporting on reality TV shit. And I'm in the same boat they are. So why is it me that gets like, you know, yelled at for, oh, he has no job, he doesn't care? But like, you know, why are people telling Monica she has no job, or Sherelle she has no job, or Tasha K she has no job, or whoever else legit, or Up and Adam he has no job, or Heather McDonald he has no job? We're all in the celebrity like gossip game.
I think that people look at your numbers and the money that you make, and if you're not,
but they don't know what the money I make, Brooklyn.
No.
They don't.
I'm talking about.
They don't know what I'm making.
I'm talking about.
You want to see
that
my figures? I'll show you. Listen.
No,
I'll show you.
No one wants to see your figures. Don't do that.
Let them see that like I'm doing this for like, you know.
Yeah, I don't think you should let anybody see anything.
No, I'm going to.
That's your problem right there. That's your problem right there. You put everything out and it's always too much.
But people want to like fuck me over and say like I'm making millions and millions, like Brooke. How much did Brooke say I made off of the poll thing?
No, she only said that you got subscribers and that you made $300 to $500.
And then she also said I was making $200 to $500 per article that I was mentioned in.
Yes, article.
Which was a big bull-faced fucking lie.
Yes, that was not true. Yes.
Yeah, so there you go.
None of it's true. You're going to spend a little time figuring out what you have to do next. You know, you don't want anybody canceling their subscriptions. You know, we're still going to figure, you're going to
your subscriptions. Like, just cancel them.
Yeah, but you said this before and people
I know, but like what, like why am I here? Like every live I gets demonetized.
People
I'm making $5 per live and I don't have that many members. So everybody buy a membership now. Everybody buy a membership now if like you want me to keep going. And nobody will. Because like, you know, people shouldn't have to pay for it, which is the truth. No, I can't ask everybody to buy a membership to make it up because, you know, a lot of people don't have the means to buy a membership. So why would I put that on them for me to keep going? Because the asshole's on YouTube. And that's the fucking truth. And you know I'm right.
With Sherelle's channel, did she have to buy memberships?
I don't know about Sherelle's channel.
I didn't know how it worked on other channels. Okay.
But like I had to like rely on like people buying memberships and giving me super chats to keep this going because every live I get, it gets demonetized because of these assholes. It's not right. I'm not going to ask anybody to do that.
I understand that. I do. It's rough.
And YouTube allows people to run hate channels on me.
Yeah. But I mean, how do they know that someone like E11 is making a board with your name, like how do they know about that, YouTube?
And talking about my fucking suicide over and over and over again.
I heard her say I might need
Like,
this.
like,
if you think,
when are you going to be
Hold
done
on,
with my
hold on.
suicide attempt?
Hold on a
When?
second, John, hold on. If you make a comment during a live saying I might need a lawyer after this, then you know the live is inappropriate to make. So why make it? Why?
To me or to them?
To that E11. She said during her live with the suicide, one of her comments was, I don't know if she was kidding or what, but she goes, I might need a lawyer after this live. And I thought to myself, sweetheart, if you're saying that, then why make the live? Why?
Do you know what it's like to have like your mother kill themselves? And I committed suicide back. Well, I tried to commit suicide back in 2008 before I met Cody. It's time I met Cody. Like, I moved to Florida, which we talked about in that live we did on Thursday, which was a great live. Like, it was amazing. But like, I tried to commit suicide and I failed. And then I tried to commit suicide again in June 14th, right, Maria? That's your favorite date in the whole wide fucking world, right, Maria? June 14th, June 14th, June 14th. And like, these people who want to be like warriors, and you can't post TV, but you posted gross screenshots of Cody's bruises that were photoshopped, but like, you like, God fucking damn it. You posted that shit, right? And then like, you post my wrists, and then E11 who took her video down, but then put it back up on Rumble because she knew she would have got struck for it, right? E11, Sue, do you know what it's like to have people talk about how you failed to commit suicide every fucking day for now almost a year and a half? Do you know what that's like?
No.
No one will.
But I do know what it's
because
like.
the scars don't match up, because this scar and this scar, which you can see I tried to slip my wrist way down on each one, but it's okay because that's what they need to talk about. And E11 like talking about like the judge in Maria's restraining order case against me, and when like it was brought up about the pictures, the judge said, "Who the fuck are you to talk about this man's suicide attempt in any regard?"
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing I want to know.
And they're still doing it.
Yeah. So
I have to live with this suicide attempt every fucking. Do you know what that's like for somebody who's trying their best to like not fall off? Brooke Graham, you're a fucking nurse, Brooke. Okay. Who said that like I didn't cut deep enough? Brooke,
hold on. I've heard this all before, but I need to ask a question. So I understand from now listening and getting the backstory that the reason that they want to bring it up so bad and they want to get to the bottom of it and they want you to tell the truth so bad is because they say that they rallied for you and that people donated money. Now, here's the thing.
No, wait, stop. Maria said that, and she's in court. She said that I put his Cash App up, and I did the live where I got $300 from the Cash App, which I didn't know. And the judge asked Maria, "Well, did John ask you to do that?" And she goes, "No." So she goes, "Then why are you here?" Okay,
right. So let me
So
get to the freaking point. My point is, if the big three, let's call it 500, because if they're going to say, no, it's not 3, let's say 500. The big $500 that they collected that they think wasn't rightfully yours. The people that donated it, if they wanted to ask you for it back, that's one thing. Why are they fighting so hard for that? I don't understand. Why are they continuously fighting? Because people donated money. Okay. And those people are over it. Why aren't you? Why aren't you over it? Why are we still talking about it? Why? Why are we making an hour and a half live with a chart And the whole video.
Right,
of them-
E11. Right, E11. Right. Go ahead.
I just, for the life of me, I can't understand it. Where are these women that supposedly gave you all this money? And if they did donate, that's wonderful. But they're not fighting for their money back. So why are they?
I was in the fucking nut house. I had no idea what was going on.
Right, don't get riled up.
I had no idea. 0.00 idea. Like,
Right? I'm aware of that.
Like,
So if somebody voluntarily, if they took it upon yourself to put their Cash App up, okay, like the judge said, you did that. You weren't asked to do that. It's over. Leave it alone. Stop already.
and Brooklyn, I just sent you the pictures recently, didn't I?
Yes, and they bothered me tremendously.
Because you never, and I
didn't
had
want to see
assumed,
them.
I had
didn't
assumed
want
that Brooklyn had saw it.
No.
I sent Brooklyn the pictures of my fucking bloody fucking
And I sat
wrist
there and I said, "How dare
with
you
the
say
pool
that?" I was
with the
really
pool of
upset.
blood on my fucking floor. Like, there's no way anybody can fucking say that like I didn't do that to myself. There's no way anybody could say that. But you know why they're going so hard about this? Because like, you know, they are called out for being liars now, and they have to keep reminding me of how I faked a fucking suicide. And oh my god, like,
So here's the thing. Enough already. You told
Brooklyn, did those pictures look fake to you?
no, but I hated
And
them.
did you know that looking at those pictures I sent you, that they were like in my house? You saw my carpet, you saw everything else. Did you see like that I really
saw-
fucking slit
saw
my
it
wrist?
all.
Did you see that?
Unfortunately, I did see that.
So
And I'm
Brooklyn,
not-
in
here's
your
the thing.
professional opinion,
Here's the thing. Hold on. I'm not a professional, but here's the thing. I don't care what the date was. The bottom line is you did it. It's extremely sad that you did it. Once, twice, 10 times, you did it. And that means that somewhere in life, whether it was June 14th or December 14th or January 14th, somewhere in your life, you felt low enough to where you didn't value life anymore and tried to end your
no,
life.
you're right. I wanted to die.
So let me finish. So at some point in your life, you wanted to end it. So
I
I don't
did.
care what the date was. What I care is it didn't work. And what I care about is that we don't talk about it anymore. Because they're so worried that you're going to make Sophie drink because you drank on lives. But they're not worried that continually talking about suicide is going to make someone want to do it again. These are educated, smart, older women. It doesn't matter what the date is now. It matters that at some point in his life, he tried to kill himself.
They're
And
gonna
that
say
means-
that you're saying. They're gonna say that you're saying that the dates are not right.
I'm
That's
not
what they're gonna
saying
say now.
that. I am not saying the date's not
I'm
right.
just saying like what the blowback.
Listen,
I
guys,
know.
you can twist this. You can twist my words any way you want. What I'm saying is, on that date, he tried to kill himself. And that means that he was mentally in a horrible place. Why do you want to keep reminding someone of that headspace? Because you think he's lying. We get it. You've said it for 1.5 years that you think he's lying. How much more do you have to say it? When will you stop saying it? Oh, here's the answer. When he tells the truth. So basically, it has to be your truth. That's what it has to be. Your truth. Not his truth, your truth. I don't know. I don't know. Call me crazy. Again, all I'm saying is I'm not defending or reiterating. I'm simply saying that I know if that was me in my home with a poster board like that, being so involved in this situation, my husband would say to me, "What is going on with you? This is going too far. You've got to stop. It's not healthy." You there?
Yeah.
I mean, wrong, right or wrong?
No, you're right. I'm just,
It's not healthy.
you know, when you have all these people, Cooch, E11, like E11 with the board, like still doing lies about my suicide. And Anna Maria is still talking about like my suicide.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, could you imagine what it does to somebody? Like, you know, and you've seen the pictures, and it's all a joke. It's I took a knife to my fucking wrist and dug deep and tried to kill my fucking self.
When the people that you just mentioned, and I don't want you crying and falling apart on this.
No,
live.
I'm fine because you make a lot of sense. But like, you know, but no one will ever fucking understand what it's like to have all these people on YouTube like Cooch or E11 or Anna use my fucking slit wrists and foes and documenting them. Like, I seriously wanted to kill myself and fucking die. And then they go live on their fucking channels and make money off of it. E11, right? You fucking horrible cunt.
Well, see, I'm not going to do that. The cursing,
I will.
But you know what? I'm not going to support that because that's when it gets too far, and that's when you open the door to have them talk about you.
Fine,
so I don't want to be a part of that.
I'll be quiet then.
And believe me, those words, calling another woman a cunt, I'm not going to do that with you now.
Okay, but that's fine.
Yeah, but I'll tell you right now, I don't think they're ever going to stop with that. I just don't. Because they have to have it to fit their narrative. They're so stuck on it, they can't come back from it. It's like if they come back from that, forget it. Their word means nothing for everything else. And tomorrow, there will be a live on someone's channel. And they will be,
let's not
and they will be 100%. Like I know my name is Brooklyn. 100%. They will be telling me off. And that's okay.
They won't.
And that they will
won't tell you off, Brooklyn. They
will. They will.
No,
and that's
won't.
Okay.
They're not going to tell you off.
They're going to, and I'm going to tell you what they're going to tell me.
You to come to their good graces, Brooklyn.
They're going to tell me that I'm going to understand one day. They're going to tell me that when you turn on me, you're going to, you know, expose me. I don't know what there is to expose, but
They will never turn you off.
And guess what? If you all hear that, it's okay. Because you all know enough of me by now to know I'm not retaliating ever. Because I've never said a bad word about them, and I'm not going to start now. That's
I just
not
said
how
the
I
C
roll.
word. And like, you know, but like, you know, you don't understand.
John, here's the thing. I never said I did because that would be a lie.
Right, but like, you know, you can't also say that, like, you know, oh, I said the C word, and like, you don't agree.
No. That's not what I said. What I said is I don't want to.
So Brooklyn, let me ask you.
I don't want to be.
Okay, Brooklyn. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
These people replaying this and saying made it up. Like, wouldn't they be worthy of being called the C word?
John, you're so stuck on the C word. I don't really understand
you just made a point to say that, like,
so that's okay. I'm allowed to make a point.
That's
not about that.
No.
Okay, I'll tell you right now. Whether or not they're worthy of it, you can call them that all day from the highway to heaven. Here's the point: when you start saying that shit on here on live, that's when you open yourself up to the comments of, you see, Brooklyn, how he talks about women. He's vulgar. The words he uses, the nastiness. That's the stuff that opens you up.
My apologies then. I take it back.
Because that's not really who you are.
Then. I should have called them
being sarcastic with me right now.
What word am I supposed to use?
Listen to me. I'm not going to do this. Everybody knows what you think of them. That's my point. I'm trying to help you out right now. Everybody knows what you think of them. Everybody knows what they are. But when you do that, that's when they find stuff to go against you with.
Oh my God. It does not matter anymore.
Okay.
It doesn't because
all right. Then say whatever you want.
A year and a half later, I still have to, like, you know, they're saying that like I never went to Reagan's house or her hospital. Like I never went there. That like I tried to kill myself on December 10th when you seen the pictures when I was
Right. So I know
live in
your friend
Reagan's
Reagan, and I've
hospital.
spoke to your friend Reagan. I know Reagan, and I've spoke to Reagan, and I know for 100% certainty that you were there when you said you were there, because you and I both know what
I
happened.
can show the pictures right now again.
But see that it doesn't matter if you do, because what I'm telling you is they won't go backwards on the things they say. They will stick to them to the high heavens. They're not going to go backwards on that. They can't. They can't. But does it matter? No, not one bit. That's your truth. It is what it is. If it's not that, it's going to be something else. People can't understand how you feel in this situation because they don't care how you feel. If they did, they wouldn't still be talking about this a year and a half later. The people that love you
that these
care
people
how you
who keep
feel.
addressing my suicide just want me to do it the right way the next time.
Well, I would hope that that's not the case.
Well, you
I
know
would
what?
seriously
E11
hope
is
that.
hoping for it, right? Like, you know, she did a whole live about it with her fucking board and said like you know the oh my god, I can't.
I
with these
think that
people. No one will ever understand like when you try to take your own life and you have these people on you fucking tube like who try to like, you know, and they're making money off of it.
they're
Which
trying
is
to
the sad
diminish
part.
it.
They're making money off this.
Well, I would hope not that much. I would hope that there's not many people out there
They're
that
getting
want to follow this
monetized and making
crap.
money off this on
I
their
would hope.
channels.
It's very
Because
sad.
I tried to fake a suicide. But like when you see the blood and my wrists and like the blood pouring down my fucking arm and my fucking tile floor
And
filled
I,
with
you know,
blood,
and the
it's
sad
not
thing
good
is,
enough, right?
the
Like, you
sad
know,
thing
I still
is,
tried to make it up.
the
And I
sad
had to
thing
live with
is,
this every fucking goddamn fucking day.
the sad thing
No one
is,
will know what that's fucking like. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
the sad thing is that all happened. The blood, the rugs, your wrist. It's horrible, but it happened. But after everything you just said and everything I just said, the only comment that will come out of it is, yeah, that happened, but not on the day, not on that June 14th. So do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter because they're never going to say it matters. Like, to someone like me and you and the people who love and care about you, of course it matters. My point to them is he tried to do that. Why continue talking about it? Why? No matter what you feel about him, stop talking about this topic. It's not okay to do that. Like the judge said, who is anybody to talk about it? That's my point.
I have proven, you know, it's my fault for trying to show, you know, because like these assholes say prove it and I prove it, and it's not good enough. And they go on to the next live, just like, you know, they were saying I was calling their phones in the middle of the night. I put my phone records up on Sophie's channel, and like, you know, still not good enough. You know, and these people talk out of their ass and make lie up after lie after lie. And they don't, why aren't people saying, prove it, Brooke? Prove it, Maria? You know, prove it, Anne? Why aren't they saying that to them? But it falls on me to have to prove every fucking goddamn fucking lie that they're fucking talking about me on. And I do it like a fucking idiot. I do it all I prove it because, you know, I just have some sick fucking sense where like I have to prove every lie that they're making up about me. And like, you know, it's like, it's
I feel bad for you with that because I don't have that in me. Like I wouldn't have that sixth sense to have to prove myself to them like that. And I feel bad that you had that because you have to live on the constant defense. Like even before when I made like a Freudian slip of saying the last name wrong, and right away you had to be like so defensive because you're so
'Cause
worried they're gonna
They're
take
all
that
gonna play
run.
it,
Like, oh, like so what? I made one slip of a name,
and they're
and
all
right
gonna
away
play.
you get all defensive because you're petrified for them to play. So they
They're all
play it.
gonna play it,
So I go on their channel and tell them they're idiots because I didn't say it. Like, who cares?
and they won't,
You're
and
so
they'll block you,
defensive.
and they won't care. Like, this is how this works.
Well, John,
And when you said that Cody Yates, you were so disgusted by him, he's a piece of shit. Like, they're going to replay that on every fucking live because, like, all their fucking asshole followers will like be like, see, even Brooklyn girls turning against John, and
But-
that's what's gonna happen.
you see how you have to think and like how your life is.
But
and
that's
how
what's gonna
defensive you
happen
are?
in the
Right.
chat.
Well, maybe
Okay,
the way you said it just now,
all right,
maybe
so,
it won't happen.
Brooklyn, in the chat, when Brooklyn said that Cody Yates, it was a slip. She went to say Cody Brown, but she said Cody Yates is a piece of shit, and he's gonna get what's coming to him. Do you think that like they're all gonna use that to their advantage? Come on. They're all going to do it. You know that. And because like, that was a gift of God that she just gave them. That's the truth. That's the truth. Sorry. That's what's going to happen.
It was an accident.
It was, but it don't matter if it was an accident.
Like, it was an honest accident.
But it doesn't matter. Because they don't care about accidents or like Freudian slips or whatever. They're gonna get that clip and fucking just paste it on the fucking internet.
That's super sick to me. Super sick.
Is it really super sick to you? Because like of my suicide, which is more super sick to you, Brooklyn?
All of this is. I don't. This is a whole new world, and it's really disgusting. Yeah, all of it is super sick. Yep, it is. 100%.
So here we are. And for the rest of my life, I will never, ever be done with them talking about my suicide attempt. Despite the blood spilling down my wrists, despite like, the blood on my floor, despite all of that, they will still say that I tried to hide a suicide attempt. I went to the fucking nut house for a week. Like, but it's cool because what the pictures that I posted, which I showed, doesn't fit their narrative that like I like made up a suicide attempt. So that's why they're going so hard on me. Julie told Chrissy Denver like there was a pool of blood. I posted the pool of blood, and now it's like, oh wait, that happened at another time. That was a different suicide attempt when he was in North Carolina visiting his friend. But I was there. Like, do you think that the people in the North Carolina hospital would let me go visit my friend when like my wrists were bleeding non-fucking stop? Like, come the fuck on.
So I feel like there are questions further up in the chat that are like from Rachel and a couple of people saying like,
Or read them.
well, Rachel said like, how are they making money and how is John not making money? ? And also, I think people want to know like, is this why you want to leave YouTube? Like, is there a way for your money to go up? Then you know. That's really it. I don't know. I wish I had a solution for it, but
Well, you there's no solution to be had.
I really, guys, just so you all know, even in the chat, like I really do try, like I really do.
Again, no one will ever understand what it's like to try to kill yourself and have all these fucking low grade YouTubers.
Like
try to
you,
think
like
they
I have to
did.
tell you something, like, and I feel like I see this a little more because we talk daily. And then the people in the chat maybe would, I don't know, but like you literally live on the defense, like, and it's the damage that's been done from this whole thing. Like you live in defense mode, and that's sometimes really sad to me. You know, like if I do make a joke or say one thing or whatever, it's right away you're like, "Why'd you say that? Why'd you do that?" And
No,
I
you're
feel
right. My
like,
guard is always up. You're
like
right.
I feel like
You're
sometimes
right.
I do feel like I can't say certain things to you because you're always on defense mode from like the damage of all of this. I know that's where it's from. Like it has to be from that.
You're right. You're right.
You literally live in defense mode.
My guard is always
Like
up
sometimes
because
I'm literally joking, or sometimes I'm being sarcastic, or sometimes like I mean it, but I'm really just saying it in a joking way. I don't know, whatever. It's just I'm just trying to explain it, but yeah, it's always up.
these friends, I thought that were friends, right? Like Maria and Brooke, they're my friends, right? And
Like people
look
don't
what
know,
they
like
did to me.
yeah, like I feel also like, and I know you're probably gonna get mad at me for saying this, but I don't think so much Maria and Ann, but people also like don't realize that you're hurt what happened with Brooke. Like you're not a statue, like you're not a wall, and you, from what you told me, you were pretty close to Brooke. So
I
like,
was.
there's also an aspect of like being hurt by someone.
Yeah, you're right.
Like I don't know if you want to admit that on a live.
I just admitted it. You're right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, like
I
I
felt
feel
like
like
me and Brooke were like best friends. I did.
yeah, like I could
And
tell.
like I sent like when we were in Vegas and like yeah, me and Brooke were as I thought.
Out of everyone that you are having this with right now, I feel as though, from an outsider looking in, that the shit with Brooke hurts you the most
It does.
because you genuinely cared about her.
I did.
That's just
I'm not lying about
you
anything.
are.
Everything
You
you're
are
saying
someone.
is right.
You are someone. People have to understand the dynamic also. Like you are someone who doesn't have family. Like your friends, you make your family. That's your community. You don't, you've lost every one of your family.
I did.
And Cody doesn't really have family here. So like
He doesn't.
you take your friends and you hold them because that turns into your family. And I feel like you and Brooke had that relationship, or at least for you it was that. And that's why I think it's worse. Like you have more hurt from her than hate
I
from her.
do.
People don't understand that because of how you get sometimes. Like that you don't know how to show it because you're too fucking defensive.
I do. And like I like the thing oh my God. When
It's okay, you can say it. Just say it.
When Anne and Maria had turned on me with Christy Denver that night, back in September, and Brooke was like not part of that live, and that live happened when like everything was like turned on its ass. I kept texting Brooke over and over and over again and calling her, and I'm like, can you say something? Like why are you being silent? Like why are you
to show up for you? You wanted her to show up.
Yeah,
for you.
like Brooke, we're like brother and sister, Brooke. Like why are you doing this? And Brooke was like, I can't go live, I can't say anything, and that was Brooke's MO. Like the whole time that was happening, Brooke stayed silent. So why I turned on Brooke.
Yeah.
Why I turned on Brooke was because, after Maria Ann and Christy Denver did that live saying I faked a suicide, and Brooke stayed silent, and she stayed silent, and she didn't say anything. And I go, Brooke, like we're brother and sister, Brooke. Like we're best friends. Like why aren't you saying anything about how this is false? And Brooke refused to say anything. She refused to say anything.
So in that moment, your hurt was like maxed out.
And that's how that happened.
In that moment,
I could not believe that Brooke, my friend, my sister, could, and me and Brooke talked every day on the phone. Every
in that
fucking
moment,
day.
you were so hurt.
And Brooke was too chicken shit to fucking go and say and defend me. She was.
You know, she was probably just scared to go all against them.
I mean,
She had
I
a
sent
channel.
pictures to Brooke of Cody's testicles when he had a cyst that ruptured. Like, I trusted Brooke.
Now, I hate to bring this up, but is that why she has that thing where she has the dance about the scrotum?
Probably.
Okay. Wow. Got it.
And that's horrible. Because, you know, when we were in Vegas, Cody had a cyst that ruptured. And it was like, you know, not good. And when we were in Vegas, I sent it to Brooke with pictures. And I said, "You're a nurse. Like, can you help us out? Like, what do we have to do?" And wait, so Brooklyn, what does she have on her channel now?
Oh no, it's like I'm sure you've heard it. Like
No, I haven't.
like when she gets a super, I don't even know if it's for that. I'm just asking. It's like when she gets a super chat, it's like that song "Release the Scrotum" or something. It's been there forever, though. I mean, it's not new. It might not even be about this, John.
I'm sure it is.
Well, I can't say it is. I don't have proof of that, and I don't know. I don't hear the word testicle in there.
What an evil bitch.
Well, don't say that because I might be wrong.
No, like, you know, and God. My God. I just,
It's been a
for
long
me with Brooke, like, you
conversation.
know, when Ann and Maria and Chrissy Denver were on that live that night saying I faked the suicide, and Brooke was silent. And I said, "Brooke, like we're buddies, like, you know, we're friends." Like, I was promoting her and like whatever, and like Brooke stayed silent because she didn't want to cross Maria. And I said, "Why aren't you talking about this? Why aren't you just sticking up for me?" And she said, "I'm too busy with work." But you're not busy with work now, right, Brooke? When you go live 5 times a day, every day, like, oh my God. And that's how the whole fucking fallout between me and Brooke happened, because, like, you know, and I told Brooke off, I said, like, really? You're not gonna fucking defend me? And Brooke was saying,
Susie said it's the dance from TikTok, and it says elevate the scrotum with a towel. I believe scrotum thing is about Amber.
well, Brooke got oh my God. I love Brooke. And
Yeah, you did. And I'm glad you just started your sentence with that, because rather than saying something like mean about her, like you just told the truth. I loved Brooke.
I
That's
did.
the bottom line. And
I
that's
did.
why you're so fucking hurt by her. And that's where all this shit comes from.
I did. I love Brooke.
Yep.
I really did love Brooke.
You got along really well and you had a good relationship, and that's the bottom line. It hurts when something like that goes to shit.
And out of all the people back in, like, you know, a year and a half ago, like, you know, Maria, when I was friends with Brooke or Anne or Maria or Terry Lynn or Heidi or whoever else, like, I love Brooke the most.
Yep.
Like, you know,
I
me
can
and Brooke
tell.
spoke every fucking day, me and Brooke did. And I was, yeah.
And that sucks when something like that happens. It really does. It sucks.
I sure did.
Yeah.
And I trusted Brooke with a lot of information, and
again, adds to your defense mode. Adds to why you're so defensive all the time. Adds to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a whole pile of shit. Sucks.
yeah, it sure does suck. And then you have Brooke playing lies, saying, you know, she's trying to get me arrested.
John, can I just say, It's been like 5 years that people have been saying that they're coming for you soon. And
Yeah,
it's been
well,
5 years that you're still not arrested. So I think that has to be given up on now.
well, let's
Like,
not forget
enough.
the fact that Brooke was gonna be like, state's witness for Kathy's husband
Well, let's
because they
not.
stole hundreds of thousands.
Let's also.
It's not that. No, Brooklyn. It's not that easy.
I didn't talk yet. I said let's not forget that never happened because it never happened. Let's not forget that you were proven to have not have done that. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that half of that was a cockamamie story that didn't add up to 2 cents. Let's not forget that whatever she gave you, you had paperwork for.
But
and you
this was
proved.
Brooke on her live saying, "I stole hundreds of thousands
I
of
know.
dollars from this
I
woman."
know it. I know it. I know it.
Okay, like that's crazy.
A lot of it's crazy.
And
I
now
know.
that's being re-brought up, just like the suicide. Like, okay, so let's talk about Kathy again. Because that's like the new thing. Let's talk about Kathy again. Even though I got interrogated by the police, I was Mirandized and like, listen, Cooch LeCunt. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Cooch LaCream.
I
Like,
just hate that one word.
people who get interrogated get Mirandized. It doesn't mean like they are under arrest, but
Mhm.
when you have to give testimony or speak on evidence, like you get Mirandized just so like, God forbid, if the cops ask you questions and, don't Mirandize you, then like the testimony would be thrown out of court and you're ruined. So
Right. They have
anybody who gets, you don't have to get Mirandized to be like, like
Right.
people who are like, who get arrested. It's just not people who get arrested that need to be Mirandized. It's
Of
people
course.
like in
Getting
any
questioned.
right question. And I posted, I didn't post, but like I went through it and I went to the police station because Anne and Maria and Brooke were saying I was stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars. And like they forget that I had the screenshot of them telling to put John in the memo line of Dr. Kanar, her plastic surgeon, for $72,000.
Mm-hmm.
They forget to mention that when they're live. Kathy gave
They
me
don't
20
forget.
Kathy gave me 20 grand. She did, to pay off my
But you
car.
said that a million times now.
She wanted to help me. But now these people are saying, again, after I went through like getting my bank account subpoenaed and being Mirandized and interrogated, and like if the police found that I was like, culpable in trying to rob Kathy, I'd be in jail or charged right now, wouldn't I?
100%.
But Cooch is saying, prove it, prove that you weren't, like, Cooch, stick to like your dollar store, Cooch. Stick to like your dollar store like commentary because this shit is crazy. Like, yeah, Kathy, and like, if you watch my birthday live from 2022, where Kathy spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on me on the live, which she admitted to, you wouldn't think it'd be that much of a stretch for her to give me 20 grand to pay my car off.
Mm-hmm. If that's what she wanted to do and that's what she did, I mean, I don't.
And even Brooke was in the chat saying, "Oh my God, Kathy, you did this again. Oh my God, Kathy, you spent $4,000 on that. That's crazy. Like crazy, like fun." But like, yeah, Kathy spent a lot of money on me. She did. And like the only wire transfer I got from her was for like the $20K to pay off my car. That's it. Not the $72K that like, Maria and
John,
Brooke
it really doesn't matter because if
told
you
her
would
to put
have
my name.
taken, it really doesn't matter because if you would have taken money illegally from her or if you would have extorted her between the fact that her husband's a federal judge and the cops were involved, you would be behind bars
Exactly. Exactly.
Right
Don't
now.
you think that since her husband is
He
a
wasn't
federal
just
judge,
an average
like
Joe.
if I really screwed her over, that I wouldn't
Okay.
be in jail by
Here's the
now?
thing. This woman, Kathy, wasn't just an average Joe in Oklahoma, housewife. No, she was in California and her
A
husband,
multi-millionaire.
her husband is a federal judge and she lived a bougie life, God bless her, in California. So if you did rob from her or harass her or connive her into giving you whatever you wanted, you, my friend, would have been in jail, released, and now owe them everything you'll ever make in your life. But that didn't happen. And that's it. That's it. Thankfully, you were able to prove your innocence, and you did, and thank God for that. Just another time where you had to prove it. So, I'm just saying, I mean, let's be real. Her family has the kind of pull to put someone away if they did something wrong to one of them. Those are the kind of people that have the pull to get things done now, not tomorrow, not yesterday, now. So if something was done, that wasn't on the up and up, they would have taken care of it months ago. You got questioned, you showed the proof, they dug into it, they found that you're not liable for anything, you did nothing wrong, and they kept
But
it
Cooch
moving.
wants you to prove it.
How? All right, let me ask you a question. How do you prove it? If this Cooch woman goes online, searches up your arrest record, and there is no arrest, then that is proving it. You can't prove that you weren't arrested. There's no paperwork saying got out of jail or
But Maria and Brooke you said like, oh, John's going in for questioning, like whatever. Like, Maria's calling the cops every day.
Okay.
So like,
All right.
if I was guilty, I would have charges on me.
They could very simply look up your name and your arrest record, and when they see there isn't one, that is put to rest. Done.
But just like the suicide, I had to live through.
But here's the thing. They could look up your name. They could see there's no arrest, and then they'll go on and say, "Well, something did show. I can't say it's allegedly it's an arrest. I can't say for sure, but it looks like one to me." Because that's how the truth gets spewed.
But not 3 days ago, Brooke was live saying, like, John, you have some splaining to do because, I got charged with DV, which never happened. Because
where's
Brooke wanted to post,
the charge?
videos of pictures of Cody's back, which were like heavily photoshopped by Home Depot Jen, the crazy fucking nut that she is.
My question is, show me the charge. Show me the charge.
I would love to see it.
If I was in her chat, I would say, can we see? Because you're always showing us. I always tell you, stop showing, John. You want to show your bank record? No, that's private. But if you have a charge for DV, then I would love for them to show me the charge. I'm asking right now, can someone please send me the charge? Or just show it to me on a live?
Send it to me too, please.
Because if they have it, they're going to show it, right?
Cooch, you hear? Brooke, you listening?
Please
Maria,
just send it to me. I want to know what I'm dealing with. If a friend of mine has been arrested for domestic violence, please, I need to know that. Send it to me. Because I did a background check on him and I didn't find any arrests. So I would love to see it now.
I've never been arrested.
I know. I did a background check on you.
Never.
I pay for Spokio so I can do a background check. I pay $10 a month so I could do a background check. Then I put everybody's name in there that I make friends with just to be sure. And there was nothing there. But if there's something there now, I would love to know about it.
But Maria, the bank robber, the check kiter, Brooke.
Well, I don't even want to go there.
Brooke got arrested for a DV. Her husband got arrested for DV.
That's their business. I don't even want to go there.
Well, it's their. But
I'm looking to clear your shit. I'm worried about clearing your shit.
Show me when I was arrested.
I want someone to go on live tomorrow, and Brooklyn Girl is asking you, can you please show the arrest? That's all I'm asking you. If you're going to go on live and talk about me tomorrow, just please show me the arrest. That's it. Done. If no one shows it tomorrow, it doesn't exist. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And people that's in this chat, go in that chat and ask for it. Ask them
They
for
won't.
Why not?
No, because they'll get blocked if they ask for it. Like, you know, they can't have anybody saying like the truth about like what's really happening. So if anyone says like, you know, show me the proof, they'll get blocked.
Well,
That's
listen,
how it works.
they're gonna hear this live tonight, and they're gonna hear me asking them, begging them for it, because I really do want to know. So if they have it, they're gonna show it, you know. Or I have a second option. Or it's gonna be said tomorrow, I never said that he had it. I said he should have it, or he might have it, but I never said he had one. I said it was possible, allegedly. Doesn't that sound about right?
Sure.
Oh, Lord.
No, it does. It does.
No, I know. I'm just saying, oh, Lord. Oh, you know what I heard one day? That the reason Angela is still so close to you and comes on your lives is because you must have a lot of dirt on her.
They say that about everybody on the cast.
Yeah, yeah. You must have dirt on her. My God, you could ruin the whole world with the dirt you got. They simply can't find a reason why I would want to be your friend or want to be on your lives. How about I enjoy it? How about I just like John? Is that okay? Is that enough?
No, you can't. You can't like
Is that
me.
not good?
No.
I don't.
That's a crime.
I don't need to be here because I know John 30 years, or because John's my cousin, or because it's all because I like John and I want to be his friend. I choose to be his friend until he proves me wrong. That's different. But I'm here because I want to be. I know that, Wicked Witch. Oh, Wicked Witch. I haven't seen you before. Thank you, guys. All right. We said a lot tonight, my friend. We said a mouthful, and we got a lot of points across. Probably more than we did the other day, and I'm glad we did. I'm very glad we put a lot of it out there.
Well, you know what? Thank you for being so level-headed.
You know I'm here.
And
you know where I am.
Even when you don't agree with me, you say it out loud, which you
That's
have.
what friends do. That's what
So,
real friends do.
No, I know. I get it. But I can't continue to do this YouTube shit anymore.
I support you whichever way you go.
I can't.
If you wake up tomorrow and you're like, okay, well, I'm not making a lot of money, but I actually enjoy doing the 1 or 2 lives a week, I'm here for that. If you decide that you don't want to be on this platform anymore, I'm here for that. But
I can't support a platform that lets all these, like, you know, Marie and Ann drop the mic, 90s on Blast, Dirty Bitch, Terry Lynn, E11, like they're all making money hand over foot on talking about me and making lies up. And like, here I am trying, like, you know, countlessly effort, you know, just trying to like defend myself about their lies. Like, and when you defend yourself, like, you know, I went to the police the other day and I said, like, you know, with the clip of Maria saying she only called the cops to my house because she thought I was calling them, and I showed them that clip, and I said, "See this?
Right.
Like, see what you're doing here? It's a joke." And like, you know, I don't understand the police system in this country. Like, I tried to call the police on
process.
All these people trying to fuck with me and like trying, you know, and they say, "Fuck you, John." Like, you know, you call Miami police, you call Jacksonville police, you call like, you know, Scotland Yard or, you know, Lumberton police, and they're saying like, you know, take it up with your own police department. And then my police department says like, you know, who cares? But it's so funny to me that everyone who calls my police department, like, they win and they act on it. Like, I will never understand that. I will never get it.
It's a rough thing. It's a rough thing to understand. I completely agree. It's frustrating when you don't see the same thing being done that's been done to you.
Yeah.
It's
It's
very
unnerving.
frustrating.
It's unnerving. And these people just want to keep going and going and going because they get away with murder. Like, Brooke and Maria have never, never had to have, like, a lawsuit against them or charges against them or whatever against them. And that's why they're going so
Well,
deep
I have
and
to
so
tell you,
hard.
John, if things continue the way they are with these people, I feel like that's going to happen now. Like, I feel like a lot of them, if they're going too deep with certain people, that's going to be the outcome of it, unfortunately.
Well, from your lips to God's ears.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But I can't sit here on YouTube and put myself through this torture. Like, even like when we're talking about like, reality shows, like, I did a whole live about Shannon getting arrested, which had nothing to do with anybody, just talking about like TV shows. And that's still not good enough. It's still like it gets reported and like whatever.
Oh, that's not true. It's absolutely good enough. Your people loved it. I loved it. It was
I loved it too, but like,
But it's not that it's not good enough. It's that there are people out there with an agenda. That's what it's about. It's an agenda.
So
You're more than good enough. That's not it. That's not the problem on whether you're good enough or not.
I kind of have to like leave this platform because like if all these people on YouTube, Maria, Ann, Brooke, Dirty Bitch, Cooch, Terry Lynn, E11, all these people, E11 with her fucking board, like get the fuck out of here, like, and they're all making money off me, and I'm sitting
I gotta
here.
tell you, no disrespect to E11, but I can't imagine she's making much money. She's got 100 people in there, and it's the same ones all the time. From what I've seen, the 2 or 3 times I've seen it, and I don't understand what they're trying. Forget it. I don't want to even go on and go backwards.
But like they're all making money, and I'm not, and off YouTube. So I say fuck YouTube, and as much as I love to talk about the shows, but it's also my job, right? It's not a hobby. Like I go on YouTube and we discuss, we do interviews, we do recaps, we do whatever. But if every time I'm going live on YouTube and I get reported and I make no money off of it, then like I have to like change things up. And
well, I think, like I said, if you keep it, then it has to be something that only because you love and enjoy it that you do on the side, and you have a different job, and that's it. It can't be your main focus. If it's not paying the bills and this is what's going on, then it's got to be something you do on the side if you choose to, and that's it. That's going to be your choice.
Like I don't have to go live and talk shit about people. Like, we could talk about Sister Wives, we could talk about Shannon, we could talk about 90 Day Fiance, we could talk about Paul, we could talk about whoever else.
Right.
Angela, and all those lives talk nothing about these assholes trying to ruin my life. Like, that's how that works.
Right.
But these people are making money, good money off of like, they're doing commentary off commentary off commentary off commentary off people.
Yeah. God bless.
Like that's how deep this goes.
Yeah. I've seen it.
Like shit.
I didn't even know. I'm so naive to some things, not all things, people. Okay. I don't play. What did the other one say? Like I play like I don't like drama. No, I don't like drama. I've spent the last hour on this live trying to avoid drama, but I am naive to the fact that you could have a whole YouTube channel based on other people's channels. I did not know that. I didn't know that you could have a whole channel playing other people's lives. I had no idea.
Look at Brooke's channel. Every live she does is about Siwa or me.
I've watched her channel a couple times, and every time I don't watch it long, no disrespect to her. I just don't watch it because I don't know who Siwa is, and I've never seen Siwa's lives, and all she does is replay Siwa's lives, so I don't watch it.
Look at Cooch, Dirty Bitch. Everything about her
another one I've never watched
is me.
Yeah, I've never watched her either. Is she a young woman or an old woman?
No.
Older. I mean, older, not old. Is she older?
Older.
Okay, because she. Never mind. Okay, I just wanted to know.
Older.
So she just goes on to reiterate your lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
just
look,
curious.
her channel screams it. Like, every live is John Yates. And YouTube does, like, with all their rules on YouTube, I get demonetized for doing a live out channel, which we didn't curse one time, followed all the protocol of YouTube and whatever. And I make no money off that. But meanwhile, this bitch can, like, run a whole hate channel about me. And E11, same thing. Same thing. I mean, E11 with her board, like, come on. Like, no normal human being would do that.
No, we've established that.
Tell me you're a stalker without being a stalker.
It's
Okay,
very
with
strange.
your
Again,
vision board, E11. Okay.
It's very off to me. But listen, I'm going to go to bed and nothing good happens past midnight. So I'm signing off. I love you dearly. And I hope you will let me know with your decisions.
I love you too. And thank you. And
baby.
I will
keep me posted.
Be here never. So good night, everybody.
Good night, baby.